Oh, kia ora whānau, welcome to Puarenga Park for the big clash of the Titans today, the banner round. The first game is between the reserves teams, the development sides. They're playing for the Paul Scott. We have Waka versus Whakarewarewa versus Rotoiti today. And we're just going to go through the teams. It's myself, Richard Francis, and Sam Cameron here. We're your commentators for today.
Lining up for Whakarewarewa team today, number 1, Jarden Hoani, number 2, Jamie Baker-Stevens, number 3, Caleb Clark, number 4, Bob Rika, number 5, Manu Roberts, number 6, Tamati Raukawa, number 7, Rehua Ngātai, and number 8, and captain Pierce Makaire. Halfback today, Dylan Taula, first 5, number 10, Stephen Raukawa, 11, Junior, 12, Te Ohu Hohepa, 13, Molimo Papuasa, 14, Dion, and 15, Rehua Sauan. And on the bench today we have John Masters, 17, Tommy Wharero, 18, Lionel Skipworth, 19, Russell Taurua, 20, Meshach Dixon, 21, Wirihana Clark, and 22, Teneti Hare.
The Rotoiti lineup today is number 1, Arapo Fata, number 2, Manuko Fata, number 3, Jareem Mose, number 4, Eru Irwin, number 5, Neville King, number 6, Ben Howie, 7, Kahurangi King, number 8, Jake Smith, number 9, Braxton Herbert, number 10, Joe Curtis, number 11, Tahuri Orangi Mihaka, number 12, Whati Waikato, number 13, Shiloh John, 14, Tami Hanna Gardner, 21, Hemi Gardner, and 22, Kihoro Hoipa. Kia ora whānau, some good lineups there, Sam. A couple of players there. You think it'll double up today?
Possibly with this game, and it's a beautiful day today, so we should be in for some good running footy. It's been a long pre-season, no doubt for both teams, and they'll be itching to get out there and have their first run or first blowout, get the shoulders rolling over for the rest of the season.
Yeah, awesome. The pitch looks lovely here at Waka, as you can see from our beautiful pictures that are going out to our live stream. There's a bit of green on the green grass, and they've kept the field very, very well here. It might be a little bit hard underfoot though, so we should see some mean running rugby.
Who are the highlights that you're looking forward to watching today, Rich?
Oh, I see in this Rotoiti lineup a few of the Prem players or mua, from the past, like Arapo Fata. He's plopping next to his younger brother Manuko Fata. All of these beautiful names from Rotoiti, these whakapapa names. Neville King, he's an old stalwart. I think he's in his, he might be over 50 now, and he's still playing the game, so it's awesome to see. Neville's very involved with the committee as well. And his son's playing as well on the open side, Kahu. Kahu was a star of the Cousins movie that just came out. He was the pūrotu that married the young, who was the actor there, the one that stayed home and had to marry Kahu. And it was pretty cool. So you will look out for number 7 in the Rotoiti side. Who else is exciting in the backs? Oh, we got Joe Curtis. Joe Curtis has played, he's played a few games for Rotoiti now. Whati Waikato. Shiloh John, he's the next premier player. He'll probably double up today. We got Tristan Collier. He's played the game a while now. He's only a young fella too. Tristan, he's following in the footsteps of his dad. His dad played for Rotoiti back in the day too. Albi Taiatini coming off the bench. He's an old stalwart as well. We've got a few gardeners in there, Tami Hana and Himi. Kihoro, great to see Kihoro Hoepa back in the game as well. What about our Waka side there?
Just looking over the team list, good to see the likes of Jarden come over from Waikiki. I know it's not easy transferring from one club to another, and it's a huge deal when that happens. So good to see him out there having his first run for the Red and Blacks this year. And with the Nef Bob Rika, following in his father's footsteps. Let's see if he can do a little bit more damage than his father out on the rugby field. Rehua Ngātai, I'm going to pick is going to be the leading forward for this game. Big running number 7, real good on the ground, and his defense is really up there. So hopefully, I'm not putting the commentator's curse on him, but I'll be looking out for him in this game.
Yes.
Number 15, Rehua Sauan. Really good to see him back in the footy field, back on the footy field, and his speed out wide is going to be electrical today. So be good to see him playing.
Oh, that's awesome. There's some. Oh, we just had Waka come onto the field and they're ready to go. They look ready to go. They look trim, fit. Had a good pre-season. Yeah, great to see those names in there too. The staunch Waka names, you know. Whakarewarewa, Tūhourangi versus Ngāti Pikiao today. It's going to be warfare as usual. In the past we've had some humdingers and it's going to be no different today. The referees for today, whānau, is Rhys Uerata. On the lines are Conrad Whittle and John Kilkelly. So Rhys has refed quite a bit of Premier Rugby over the years. He's one of our CBOP Premier referees. So I'll put a plug in there for Rhys. He's a very good ref. He'll keep the game open and free flowing, hopefully, for today. As we has Rotoiti, we got the pitches coming through. Rotoiti are just making their way around onto the field. Waka line up. Minute silence. Do we look like we have a minute silence coming through?
Yep.
Might be a haka. We might get a haka today, whānau.
And it looks like young Manukau Whata is leading his Rotoiti side today. Young man that I've had a lot of dealings with over his years at Raukura, so it'll be interesting and a delight to watch him play today as well.
Yeah, beautiful deputy head boy at Raukura last year. Manukau, he comes from the long line of whatas. You know, his karaua played for the team, his dad played for the team, and now he's playing alongside his older brother. Just a minute of silence here, whānau. There we have it, whānau, the minute of silence, paying respects to those that have passed on, especially those that have gone through the COVID last year, and all of our members that have, between both clubs, that have passed on over the past year, just paying respects to them. So the boys are all, we're ready to rumble, we're ready to go. The crowd's starting to come in too. Beautiful day here, down at Puarenga Park. Shout out to our sponsors. We got the Ruck and More. So each play, we got the Ruck and More replay coming through. We got Te Aue Kōtuku Consultancy, One Foundation. Big shout out to One Foundation for their support over the years and their support of anything to do with Rotorua rugby. Lovely. Lighted Up AV. They are specialists here. They've helped us today with our AV gears, and so Lighted Up is another sponsor. Cool, we're getting ready to go. Here's the kickoff from Joe Curtis. Just waiting on the call from Rhys for time on.
Let's get excited for the 2021 rugby season ahead of us. And what a ripper to start the season off with Rotoiti and Whakarewarewa battling it out at the start of the season.
That was a good take from Waka. They set a ruck. Looks like John Boy's ready to receive. Oh, With a bit of a no advantage.
Good pressure from Rotoiti in that defensive line. A lot of chat there and organisation. Pre-season seems to be going well there.
Good set ruck there. They're on attack now. They're on the 40, just past the 40. Set in rucks. Oh, it must be lovely for those boys to get the shoulder on here. Playing the Pistons. Oh, there's a break. Number 3. Jareem Mosse. Great break there. Making inroads.
Inspirational to see the likes of Neville King still running around, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. Joe Curtis missed pass. Coming out here to number 13. That's not Shiloh. That's someone else, number 13. We'll try find out who that is. Whānau. I might. Joe's just directing play here. Arapo first receiver. Arapo Whata on the run. Oh, great hit there. Who was that, Sam?
There was Tamati Raukawa.
Beautiful
awesome
hit.
defense leading the pack up.
By Waka.
The pressure from Waka is leading into a
just got a foot out on the sideline there. Looked like he was going for all money too. Those Whakarewarewa backs look a bit dangerous there, Sam.
Yeah. I think turnover from the defense though, eh?
Oh.
Good pressure from that defense, from both teams. Started from Rotoiti winning that turnover, and then with Rotoiti holding the ball and Waka coming up with great pressure in the defensive line.
Yeah, their line looks solid. See the first line out here, Manuko to throw in, Manuko Whata. Following in the footsteps of his Karawa Mandu. Oh, great ball off the top. Here we go. And we're out to the backs. Setting midfield. Oh, slightly forward there from Joe.
I was just going to comment on that line out throw. I wish we had seen that back at his Rotorua Boys High days, because that was a pretty straight line out. We needed some of those line outs back in when he was at school there.
Yeah, we were right in line with that, Manuko. You must have been practicing that throw in there.
It was either that or the wind sort of helping to keep it straight.
Well done. That's that inside knowledge that Sam has from his Rokura coaching days.
First up, Scrum. These front rows will be loving this, eh? Nice dry grass.
Here we go. Let's see what this hit is. Dylan Tower to put the ball in.
Solid scrum there from Whakarewarewa. Let's see what the backs can do from a solid platform.
Oh, that's a great run. That's a great break. They're on the 22 now and they're on attack. Oh, they're going short side.
Rehua with a pick and go down the blind side. He's still going, marching forward, setting a quick ball here. Out to their captain, Pierce Makaire.
Oh, he's running hard. Oh, penalty. What did we have there? Didn't clear, eh? Didn't clear the ruck. Some great phases there. Pierce running onto the ball hard. Rehua set it up.
What would you do here as a coach, Rich? Right in front of the post. We're only 10 minutes in.
Oh, they're going for the goal. I would have set another scrum and gone short side.
There was a solid last scrum there, eh? We had a with Stevie running through the midfield.
Yeah. Rehua Nātai, he's son of Guy, Porky. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, Porky was a great player in his day for Nongota, so it's awesome to see Rehua brainstorming.
Moved over to where the sun shines more, I suppose.
as you do. So we have first 5 going for goal.
Stevie.
Plum in front. Boom. Flags are up. 3-0 to Whakarewarewa. Great start.
Well done, Stevie. Just a shout out there for you, bro, with your cuts. So if you're needing a good fade, head along to Stevie.
Oh,
he'll sure fix you up. With a lot of those Whakarewarewa boys out there looking sharp, and that was all to do with Stevie's cuts.
Stevie cuts, eh? Sharp as his goal kicking. 3-0.
That pressure was just created from the fast rucks set there, and going through the midfield at the start of with Stevie there, keeping the pressure on.
Here we go. Joe Curtis with the long kickoff. Dylan Towell with the clearance. Straight up in the air.
Good
Not a
pressure
bad
on
kick.
there from...
Not a bad kick, it's just good. Oh, knock on Rotoiti. Scrum time.
Good pressure on there from Dion coming through, like all wingers should be doing, chasing the kick. Good to see him out there doing that, just like what we coach in the JAB days.
Oh, beautiful. Your kickers ain't as good as the chase, eh, Sam?
Kia ora. Kia ora.
Let's see the scrum, eh? See if Rotoiti Aropo can put a bit of pressure on the scrum. It was quite solid, the last one. Still in the grey area, Whakarewarewa, or will they run it out? Dylan Towler with the put in, the feed. Oh, great push. Here we go. Went backwards, carry on, play on. Oh, that was a good hit
There
there.
he was Howard with the offload out wide. Then we have Junior, I think that's Junior Gillies there with the kick.
Tristan going back, Tristan Collier, good retrieval. Oh, we got a set play here. Kau King with the carry. Oh, Rotoiti's done well to recover there. Just setting for the kick. Oh, we got a pick and go.
Great turnover there from Rehua Ngatai.
Oh, you picked it, Sam?
Oh no, it wasn't actually. Sorry, that was their captain, Pierce Makaire.
Pierce
Come up
Makaire.
there with the turnover and a little knock on there.
Interesting with Pierce Makaire. He played for Rotoiti back in the Colts days. I do remember. But he's come back to his whānau, eh? The Mikaire is from Tūhourangi.
Aye,
So great to see him captaining the team against his old club. They were a bit of a crack team there back in those days too. Hone Cassidy was their coach and Pierce was in there.
Any of those boys still running around today?
For the Rotoiti side, yep, I think Whakataki was in their team, in the Prem team there. He was in their Colt side. It was a crack team. Oh, ball down. There's number 9 putting the ball in. Braxton Herbert.
Good battle there between Manuko Whate and Jarden. Jarden just with the slight edge at the moment, early on in the game.
Yeah, Jarden's a great tight head prop. It's good to see him here coming over to Whakarewarewa and he'll be pushing the Premier side come a few games. Oh, that's a great push.
Great scrum there from Jarden leading the pack there. It's not easy as a tight head to get that turn. So he's putting a lot of work and effort into that scrum and hopefully his second rowers are also pushing him behind him.
Number 3, Jarden Hoani. He's a powerhouse. John Boyd's in there too, eh?
John, he'll be coming on at halftime,
okay.
I believe, for Jarden, who was going into the Premier side.
Oh, okay, so he'll come off the bench maybe?
Yeah, he'll be on the bench and no doubt he'll be getting some minutes in the Premier side.
Awesome. So Braxton with the feed, Rotoiti on the 22 here. Oh, Dylan's done well to upset that ball. Dylan Towler for Whakarewarewa. Turnover.
There was a crucial turnover too with a solid scrum from Rotoiti. Let's see what the backs can do.
Oh, running a bit crossfield there. Rotoiti's done well to D up. Oh, we have a penalty. Yep. Clearing away from the ball, eh? Over the tackle player.
Yeah, just a technical penalty there, eh?
Oh,
Got to keep your feet when you're going through the ruck.
Good defence from Rotoiti. Dylan Taola, I want to put a plug in for this halfback for Whakarewarewa. He was the halfback for the CBOP team that won the Stan Meads and the Peace Cup in 2019. That particular team for CBOP, he was the only premier player out of the whole team. The rest were from Div 1. And Dylan played every minute of every game that year. He's a real toiler type of halfback.
So that was last season. How many games did you play that?
Yeah, we played. CBOP played five that year. Playing Hamilton, Hamilton in the final. Here we go. Rotoiti's on the attack. Around the halfway line. Oh, great defence from Whakarewarewa. Some good double team hits there. Shoulders on. They're loving this, the boys. Oh, they have a bit of a loose carry. Knock on. Oh.
And again, the pressure from the defensive line from Whakarewarewa is causing these turnovers. As yet, I've yet to see anyone with their hands on the hips, so that's a good sight. We're only 20 minutes into the game, so we'll see with this with a beautiful day like this.
Yeah.
Well, 10 minutes.
Yeah,
we're only
we're
10 minutes into the game, so I'm glad there's no hands on hips just at this stage.
I think that's the benefits of having all these young fellas, this young talent running around in our development sides. They're going to be quite competitive, these two teams. Here we go, 13 with the carry. 13.
We need to see some organisation here from Stevie, getting his forwards into their pods. We have real solid rucks that are set, but just the organisation out wide is lacking from Waka at the moment.
Another turnover there, boys. Oh, knock on. Forced a knock on. Rotoiti couldn't capitalise on the turnover. We have another scrum. Scrum down. Who's the centre, number 13, Sam, for Whakarewarewa? He looks handy.
Molimo, he's been at Whakarewarewa for years now, and he'll be up and down during the season playing for both teams.
Awesome. Great to have depth in your club. That's what our clubs need. Is
Stalwart.
depth.
He's a young stalwart from the club.
Awesome. We go Braxton to put the ball in. Rotoiti scrum. Got the wipers kick. A little bit too hard. Watch out for our cameras. We nearly hit our cameras there, whānau. Our $100,000 camera nearly got hit. All good. There's Rehua Selwyn. We just got a good close-up of Rehua Selwyn. He's a head boy from Rokura as well. Awesome to see these Rokura boys still out there running around. Oh, Rehua had a bit of a break, eh?
He did.
For studies.
Yeah, so not only can he razzle dazzle out on the field, he's a pretty good entertainer off the field as well, eh, Rich?
Oh, he's a beautiful singer. Kapa haka, he can do it all, our Rehua. Very handy rugby player as well.
First line out here for Whakarewarewa in a good attacking position of the field. Let's see how they can go with this line out.
5-man core.
Bob Rika getting up there.
Oh,
A clean line out.
Good carry there from 5. Oh, an offload. 13. Here we go. Oh, it was out to the winger.
Oh, that's superb
first
hands.
try.
Superb hands there from Whakarewarewa backline. Manu Roberts going through the middle there with a great carry and an offload.
We're going to cut to the ruck and more replay. Here we go. Let's see that beautiful try again. I think it was a break from number 5. Number 5 made the break. Manu Roberts. Oh, and then the offload to the centre. Here we go. Feeds on and then another offload to the winger. Oh, great play by Whakarewarewa. And this is the development side. Oh, what's to come in the Premier game? If this is the development, this is the calibre of backlines we have. That's an awesome try there.
Great skills, great vision, awesome to watch. And like you said, this is only our Premier 2 teams that are going head to head, battling it out. The vision that was shown out there, superb.
Who's the coaches for this team, Sam? Who's got the back line? And I want to know who the coaches that put that move together.
Well, from Thursday, I believe it was Greg Fats Gillies who was taking the team on Thursday with the help of Rob Rip Schuster.
Wow.
So the two cousins are battling it out there to see who's the head coach, who's the assistant coach, and I believe they're just working in tandem.
I remember Fats in his day. He spent a lot of time in the back line, so you know.
Well, that was more on the wing though, so I'm not too sure if it was the midfield.
Yeah, Rob Ricker, we did the boxing white class at the gym this morning, and he's getting so fit. Rob looks like he could run on the field now. And play a game.
Robbo?
Yeah.
Coach Robbo?
Coach Robbo. He's doing really awesome in his training at that.
But also good to see the likes of Joe Savage out there still giving his bit and helping out with the development team running on the water. So he has a lot of knowledge and experience under him. So to pass that on is just good for these young fellas. Yeah,
Joe Savage was the coach of that CBOP team back in 2019 that won the Stan Meads in Peace Cup. So yeah, Joe's a great coach, great player in his day as well.
Good take there from Tamati, leading his forwards through.
Here we go, Jarden on the burst. Oh, he'll go. Yep. Good set by Jaden Hoani.
This is what I was talking about with the organisation of the backline. It seems to be that they're gelling a little bit more after the first 15 or so minutes.
Always happens after a try, Sam.
Yeah, definitely get a bit of confidence in your team, eh? The communication starts coming.
Bit of a push off the ball there. Discipline. Rehua did well to chip and chase and regain the ball there. Rotoiti to reset again. Yep, there we go. We're on attack. Rotoiti's on attack.
About 30 from the line. The first time that Rotoiti have had this opportunity down in this part of the field. Today, let's see what they have to offer an attacking zone.
Looks like a full line now too. Let's go Manukau on point.
We'll be going to Kahu, you reckon? Up in the middle of that lineup?
Yeah.
Or at the front?
Easier to lift, eh? Number 7. Oh, the big boy Eru. Good tap back by Eru. Here we go. Joe Curtis. Gonna go. Oh, good line by Whakarewarewa.
Oh, Te Whati. Te Whati nearly gave that offload, and there would have been a try down the other end if he had caught that.
Oh, he was gone. He would have been under the post. So knock on halfway. Scrum time.
Good too that the ref recognised he was going for that intercept and not awarding a penalty like some referees can do.
Yeah, Reese is pretty good. Going to get a good display from Reese today. Reese Uerata, the referee, out there in the middle. "17 minutes gone, whānau." We have to score 10-0 to Whakarewarewa. Scrum midfield. Joe Curtis going, plugging it for the corner there, who is in good position. Always having a go. Here we go. Oh, some good footwork.
Junior Gillies there, he's looking for the offload, but he's lucky to hold that ball there.
Oh, we've got an advantage here for offside. Yep, we'll come back for the penalty. And Dylan just put the ball out on the full, so penalty for Whakarewarewa. They'll probably go to corner here, you see?
Yeah, well, there were plenty of numbers out to the open there. If the ball had just been transferred out from that ruck, I believe there could have been a try down the other side of the field, but young Dylan went for the box kick in an unusual position on the field too. But with the penalty up his sleeve, we can sort of throw caution to the wind there.
Yeah, pretty sure he saw the hand out for the advantage. But here we go, Whakarewarewa on attack now.
Exactly the same position as we were the last time that Whakarewarewa scored their try, so do you reckon there'll be any change-ups there? We have Manu out in the midfield again.
Oh yes, might be a miss pass, eh? Might be a bit of a deception going on here in the back line. Maybe. I'm picking
first job first though, must win the line out.
Yep.
If Rotoiti here put a bit of pressure on there.
It'll go to 2 to the young fella. He's calling the line outs too, the young fella. Beautiful take off the top, quality ball. Here we go.
Oh, that's straight through the middle there. Where were the Rotoiti loose forwards there? Should have been taking that in the defensive line.
Great run by the first 5.
Stephen, cutting it up like his fades. Sharp
as his fades. Stephen's cuts. Beautiful run by number 10. It's quite a solid first 5 there, Sam. It looks like a second 5 come first 5.
Oh, we breed them big here. If you can remember Kelly Haimona, he wasn't the smallest first 5 going around.
Oh, he's a legend, Kelly Haimona. He's a great player, Kelly.
His body sort of, grew to so that his head wasn't as big, so it was all equal there.
In proportion, eh? He was in proportion. So Whakarewarewa putting out these big first 5s, long line of first 5s. Oh, again looking at us.
We're looking for a tape. I remember giving those calls. Someone's a little bit tired, I believe.
Oh, it's the
Oh,
old
no,
Karewa.
no.
It's the Karewa Neville King.
Oh, when we look at him, that's inspirational.
He's
Him still
done
out there.
well. He's played 20 minutes. His finger, he probably dislocated a couple of fingers. It's an old injury. He's probably done that 100 times when he was younger. Popped them back in.
And they'll need him with his experience out there to guide this young Rotoiti pack.
It's awesome to see Neville out there with some of his mokopuna. Even his son on the open side. Neville and Kahu playing alongside each other. What a dream to play alongside your son.
Just while we have a little bit of a break here, I just want to put a plug out to the Whakarewarewa committee for hosting us today. They've been able to coordinate and put in place a great plan so that people can still come down and support both teams with this COVID-19 still lingering around. So it's good that they were able to put a great plan in place for us to enjoy this superb day.
So we got the camera on, we can say hello now, Sam. So Sam Cameron, kia ora whānau, those watching live stream, those all over the world. All our whānau that are puta noa i te ao.
I've been told that I'm better on radio than TV. I'm not too sure what that meant.
The camera sort of, it's all about the angles. Here we go, scrum. Oh, great scrum by Whakarewarewa. Dylan's got the ball now. Onto the centre.
Ooh. Someone just needed to straighten up in that play there. Everyone moving across field, easy to defend.
Rotoiti called offside again. And then call under the scrum. The power of that scrum looks on. Oh, they're going to go for it. Number 6.
Where's his support?
Beautiful run.
No, he does not need that support, but Whakarewarewa needed to come in and help him just in case there was a tackle there. Tāmati Raukawa.
Beautiful.
Superb try.
Strong running, number 6. That's what we want. Dream Kaino days. He had his eyes set on that white line and he just went for it. Beautiful try there by Whakarewarewa. Constant pressure. Dylan Tauara with the quick tap. Right in front of the post. 15-0 Whakarewarewa. 22 minutes in. Oh, we're going to the Ruck and More replay. Oh, aroa mai whānau. I just missed that one. Shout out to the Ruck and More for sponsoring all our replays today. Here we go, kick to come. Stevie Sharp cuts. Here we go. Straight down the middle.
Straight down the middle, following the black dot. Probably teach Kelly Haimona a few things as well, eh?
Yeah, well, Kelly might have gave him a few tips over the years, though. With the pork bones and puha, maybe.
Well, don't ask me about kicking because all I know is follow through. Whatever that means, I'm not too sure. Strictly rucks and moors when you're talking to me.
Great to have our expertise in the commentary. Great knowledge, inside knowledge of this team as well, Whakarewarewa and club. What a great spectacle we have today. Joe Curtis with the kickoff. Long again, he's gone long.
Stevie. No. Sorry, not Stevie.
Raukawa.
Tāmati with the kickoff there. Following his superb run to lead into that try. Manu in these early days has been a good carry for Waka team.
Here we go to their backs. And Waka style, great. Oh, he's having a go close to the sideline here, right in front of us. Yep, touched the sideline there. Good tackle there. Good defence by Rotoiti, number 13.
With the assistance of a few Rotoiti players out there helping the referee with that line-out call.
Te Hau, Taiatini ai, young Te Hau. He's an old Raukura boy, eh?
Sure is. There's a few Raukura boys out here. It's good to see them still running around post high school days.
Good ball off the top by Kahu King. Soared up high in that line out. They're playing for territory. It looks like the game plan for Rotoiti is to play down in that half. Great positioning by that winger, 14.
Dion. He's another Dion Gillies as well. There's a few Gillies players out here.
Oh, okay.
Both of our wingers are Gillies, so we've got Junior and number 11, Junior Gillies, and then number 14, Dion Gillies.
Okupuna of the koro, Bob?
Oh, no, those are just Fetz's Greg Gillies' new sons.
Oh, okay, yep. Jeez, awesome, all right, Fetz. Got to recruit somehow, eh? Just the way to go. Here we go, boys. Line out for Rotoiti. Another win by Kohu King off the top. Beautiful ball. Oh, yes, we're playing territory. The back's in position. Oh, there's a knock on there. No.
Oh, yes.
Must have got a call from the linesman there. Might have heard me.
Great positioning, though, from our winger coming in, helping out with his with the other two at the back there. The sun is shining, so that was a hard take.
Using the sun, eh? Oh, that's why the amount of kicking from Rotoiti to play territory as well as using the sun.
That could have been inside knowledge that I gave Manukau pre-game. He was going towards the referee. I sort of gave him a few tips, after playing here a few times. You get to know the field a little bit.
Beautiful pressure. They got dividends there. Scrum on attack. This is the first real attacking opportunity Rotoiti have had. They've got a bit of a short side. Tristan Collier on the short side here. They might have an 8-9.
8-9, 15 wing.
Yep. Oh no, we're going open. Joe Curtis. Oh, bit of a... Done well. He'll carry.
He did do well to clean up that. We need better passes coming off the back there, eh?
Yeah,
when we're in this green zone or attacking zone.
Especially good platform ball from the forwards. They do the hard work and then they come out of that scrum and they see the ball going along the ground. Joe Curtis did well to tidy that up and earn a side of a penalty. You're going to kick for the corner and then we'll have an attacking line out.
Yeah, it's not the best sight to see once you pop your head out of the scrum and the ball is bobbling along in behind you. What do you reckon, bro? Drive? We'll go for a line out drive. Oh, we have to, eh?
Yeah, Kohu King will win this ball off the top.
He's had 2 good takes in the last 2 lineouts.
Yeah, Kohu's studying up in Auckland. He's at AUT studying spatial and architectural design. Number 7, yes, straight to him. We called it, Sam.
Yep.
Here we go.
Let's see if Rotoiti forwards can dominate in this area. First time in the 5 metre zone.
Got the momentum. Could we see the first score from Rotoiti? The forwards are working hard. Oh, Whakarewarewa repelled them. Ball to the ground. Oh, there's a great counter ruck straight through the gate. Oh, and we have a knock on from Rotoiti.
Oh, and Manu, not only can he run and offload, he can also kick the ball. What can't this man do?
Oh, beautiful play there. I think there was Rehua,
number
number 7.
Rehua. A name that I said at the start of the game.
Oh, yeah, he's outstanding. He must have put the old commentary, picked him up, eh? He's playing well, Rehua.
So back to Kohu, I think. So can you elaborate on the courses that he's doing?
Yeah, he's studying architecture and he was there last year. He's probably just home doing a lot of his studies online, so Rotoiti benefit today having Kohu in their ranks. I heard he played last year for the great Ponsonby club up in Auckland.
Some legends have come out of that club, eh?
Oh, many All Blacks have come from Ponsonby. So Kohu's in good company up in Auckland. Oh, round the back.
That is some fancy play in the red zone for Whakarewarewa. and Rotoiti come up with the turnover.
And we get the turnover. The flick pass on your try line.
The forwards would not be happy about that.
That was a fat special, I think. Oh, we're going out the back here. Looking promising. Big centre. Big carry. Reset. We're on a tackle. Kohu with the ball. Kohu King with the ball. Bit of footwork. Oh, 13's got over the ball there. Oh, he's
great positioning. Great positioning from Teohu.
Won the turnover. He's played a bit of Prem rugby too, that boy, eh, Teohu.
Sure has.
I've seen him play on he's a great
staunch Whakarewarewa man, that person.
Beautiful, eh? Hoipa, is it?
Yep.
Hoipa whānau.
So we had him in number 13, but he swapped around with his mate, Molly Mo.
Okay.
Whakarewarewa just relieved of pressure there. 5 metres from the line. But going back to that fancy pass, man, the forwards, they'll be looking at their back saying, what is going on here? Surely that would have been an exit call.
There was a Carlos Spencer special there, whānau. Right on your try line, the confidence of the man. What's happening here?
Great line out there from young Bob, getting up there.
Bob Ricker, he's won a bit of ball in that line out for Whakarewarewa.
Oh, the backs have come up too early.
Oh,
Again, the forwards will be looking out to their back line saying, what is going on here?
Yeah, I can see a few death stares coming from the forwards. Even the halfbacks looking out. Come on, boys, let's get it right. Rotoiti opportunity, 10 minutes from half time. 30 minutes into the game, score is 17-0 to Whakarewarewa. Yeah, Joe Curtis going for the line. Hopefully we get another line-out drive here.
So you just want to run through your starting team for Rotoiti, and I'll do the Whakarewarewa team just while we have a little bit of break here and a line-out's coming.
Number 1, Arapo Fata. Number 2, younger brother Manuko Fata. Number 3, Jareem Mose. Number 4, Edu Irwin. 5, Neville King. 6, Ben Howie. 7, Kahurangi King. We have 8, Jake Smith. And we'll just go back to the play now. We're on the line-out drive off Kahu King again. Whakarewarewa are doing well to repel this. They're trying to twist it. Oh, there's a Whakarewarewa player there. He looks like he's offside.
He's made his way through. He's made his way through the middle, and he's interrupted the ball there.
Oh, we got a bit of a kick. Oh, who was in there too? Number 7.
I'm not too sure if you've seen that slight knock on there, but the ref must have missed that.
I think it came off the foot there, Sam. Oh, we got a try from number 3. Sitting back out of Paul Fata for the line. Oh, he's close. He must be close. Forwards are setting up. Neville King setting up for the pick and go. Oh, we got an advantage. Must be offside. Oh, great camera work here. And the drive, and he's over. Let's get a number. Beautiful try for Rotoiti. Consistent pressure. Number 3, is it? Arapo Fata.
Who are they?
Oh, number 3. Jareem Mose. Beautiful. Welcome to Rotoiti. Debut. We'll go to the Ruck and More replay, whānau. Here we go. Good set up there from the forwards. Neville King looked like he was going to go, and then the ball comes out. Comes out to Jareem Mose. He's on the drive. Here we go. The feed and try time.
Just
beautiful
that body position,
try.
Oh,
mate.
You try and coach that, but it comes down to the player if they really want to do it, and his body position was exactly where he needed to be, and driving through there.
Oh, hard to stop there close, Sam? 110 kgs, I'd say, on the click.
Easy
110. Looks like we got Albi Taiatini coming onto the field. There's another old stalwart. Another Taiatini, staunch Rotoiti name there. Joe Curtis with the lining up the kick. 17-5 to Whakarewarewa, kick to come. Joe's quite a handy kicker too at the ball.
Interesting, because when we played at school together, he was our hooker. And now I see him running the team around at first 5.
Yeah, I think they played him last year. Rotoiti had him in the front row. He's obviously come back and negotiated. Can he go out into the backs?
And by the looks of it, he's following in Kelly Haimona's footsteps.
He might have been at the same ball up as old Stevie Sharp cut. We might have to get Stevie to sponsor us for next week.
Do you want to carry on with who was on your starting backline?
We got up to the halfback as Braxton Herbert. 10 is Joe Curtis. 11 Tahuri Orangi Mihaka. 12 Fati Waikato. 13 Shiloh John. 14 Te Hau Taiatini. We have the kickoff. Oh, and then we get a knock on.
That's a coach killer. Straight after a try, you just want to be able to take that kick off, set a solid platform, and then go from there.
Great offload. Here's their 10, Stevie Sharp. 15, Rehua's on the footwork. Setting for his forwards. We're going to get a forward runner coming off this ruck if we can get good ball back. It's Te Ohu. And he's in.
Te Ohu goes right through the middle. But that come from that kick off, the pressure from there. You have to be able to take those kicks straight after a try.
Especially after a try, you want to... I reckon more replay, whānau. Here we go. Great drive there.
Rehua did well, holding himself up, waiting for his support players to come in.
Oh, Te Ohu, no one was going to stop Te Ohu there close to the line. 22-5. A kick to come.
Just while we have our kick going in here, we have in number 1, Caleb Clark, number 2, Jamie Barker-Stevens, number 3, Jaden Hoani, number 4, Bob Rika, number 5, Manu Roberts, number 6, Tamati Raukawa, number 7, Rehua Ngātai, and number 8, and Captain Pierce Makaire.
Stephen Raukawa with the conversion.
Number 9, Dylan Taula, number 10, Stephen Raukawa, number 11, Junior Gillies, number 12, Molimo Pupuasa, number 13, Te Ohu Hohepa, number 14, Dion Gillies, and number 15, Rehua Sauan.
Beautiful. We had the score 24-5. 6 minutes till half time, whānau. The fitness levels are really, really good, Sam. I'm impressed with these boys out there today.
Yeah, I can tell you I'm pretty comfortable sitting in this seat today. Yeah, so if you didn't catch that, my name's Sam Cameron, first time commentator. Lovely to be here, having an awesome time so far.
Kia ora, kia ora. And next to Sam, myself, Richie Francis. First time commentator as well. We're pleasure to be here and commentating for Gecko Productions.
And again, I'm just going to cut in there, sorry, and again, you know, with that kickoff after a try, those are vital coach or coach killers, we see.
Do you have a knock on there from the receive? Rotoiti hard on attack. See what we can conjure up here in the back line. Whati Waikato might go straight through the middle. Second 5.
Yeah, he's been itching for it all day, going with the 1-2 cut.
Oh, they've managed to disrupt the ball and turn it over. Rehua. Is that Rehua Ngātai? He's opening up. He's at halfway.
Where's the support?
Tristan Collier with the cover tackle. Beautiful tackle.
And with the penalty.
Beautiful cover tackle there by Tristan Collier. Body on the line. Reckon more replay. Let's see that beautiful run by Rehua Ngātai and tackle by Tristan Collier. Oh, he's opening up. It looked like he was... technically that's not correct, but he got him down.
Yeah, body on the line there, because he'd be about 60 kgs, dripping wet, that fella, and big Rehua running over him. He did well there to stop him and then to cause the penalty.
Big Rehua Ngātai. Man, you picked it, Sam. You said it way before the game. Way before the game that Rehua Ngātai was going to be the man for Whakarewarewa today, and he's man of the match already.
I hope you're not trying to put the commentator's cursor on there, Richie.
Kohu King with another clean win from the top. Great ball out the back.
Not only can he defend, let's see what he can do on attack.
Ball
in hand.
Got the bomb. Oh, he got a bouncing ball. Oh, drop out.
And the ball beat the man to the dead ball line there. Whakarewarewa have gone with the scrum. 30 metres defending their line.
They got the option of the line out. Oh, scrum back from where the kick was taken, whānau. Yeah, so Tristan just made that beautiful cover tackle and then finds himself on attack with a ball out the back. Kicked the ball a little bit too far, so we have Whakarewarewa scrum. Oh, we have Lionel Skipwith come on. He's yet locked there, Lionel. Great to see Lionel out there. He's another Prem player or more from the days of gone. Lionel actually played for Rotoiti too, I think, for a couple of seasons. As we share the love around CBOP. Oh, we have a bit of scrum down. What happened there, Seb?
Oh, from the far side, I think there was...
Arapo?
No. The other...
Oh, the try scorer, Jareen Mossy.
Jareen Mossy, just putting in a lot of pressure on that tight head side.
Turned them in, eh?
So we have spoken about the battle on the closest side to us, Jaden and Arapo. Let's see what the other side can do.
Dylan Taylor with the put in. Oh, solid there. This is a great battle between on the side here, Sam. Jarden and Narapo.
Yeah, great. Up close to us as well, so we can see them. We're nearly at half time, so I'm guessing they'll be looking to see where that half-time whistle is going to be blowing, because they'll be wanting a refresh of water.
Jarden will go all day. I'll tell you that Jarden Hoani will just, and even Narapo. So this is a great battle we have on the side. Two bulls going at it. Oh, that's a good push.
Great pressure there from Rotoiti. Good to see them. Something sparked up in their forward pack.
Junior with the backdoor winger coming in. Great read. Yeah, there's a bit of walking on this side, Sam. They're waiting for their half-time whistle, I think.
Oh, no, I think that's the setup that Whakarewarewa have after the scrum, where the forwards just stay on one side.
And the winger off the knee.
That's a play on. That's a great pick up there.
He's under the post. Beautiful.
Young Dion.
Beautiful, Dion Gillies, beautiful try there. Come off his knee. I think people would think it was a knock-on. The crowd was sort of contesting that it was a knock-on, but I'm pretty sure it came off those knees. Reese was in great position. Reese Huerata, the referee. Linesman's coming in. Yes, confirming. Beautiful. Try time.
And as we always tell our players, play through until the whistle's blowing.
Rocking more replay, whānau. Here it comes. So we get the ball going wide. I think there was a chip in here. Oh, Rehua Siawan with the break. Oh, great chip. Winger following through. Dion. Oh, great regain and try under the post. Some good all-round rugby there. Whakarewarewa 29-5 will kick to come. Bang on half-time. And it's over. Half-time there, whānau. Sam's just got to exit to go warm up the Premier side. Kia ora, bro. I'll see you second half.
Yeah, I won't be long. Just have to go and throw a few inspirational words out to our Premier team ahead of their big game today.
Kia ora, Sam. So 31-5 at half-time. Cool, we're going to sign out, whānau. I'll see you in the second half. Ka kite. Oh, welcome back, whānau. There was a good break there for half time. Welcome back to the Central Bay CBOP. First game of the season for 2021. These are the development sides for Rotoiti and Whakarewarewa. Whakarewarewa are in the lead 31-5 at the moment. They're playing for the Paul Scott. This is the local competition, local round before they go on to Bay Wide. Awesome first half there by Whakarewarewa, 31-5 up. Getting ready to start the second half. Risu Rata calls us time on. Albi Taiatini with the receive. Great take by Albi. Braxton Herbert coming in to play halfback. Boys are ready for the great line by Whakarewarewa. Good defensive line here. It's been good all day. Bit of a loose Wirihana with the chip through. Bit of space there. Oh, and a good bounce. Young boy Curtis on the wing here. The winger's doing well there. Oh, okay, slide knock on and trying to retrieve the ball. Good pressure by the young backs out wide. Rotoiti. Just having a look to see if there's any changes. Whānau, we got Albi Taiatini on at lock. He's coming for Neville King. We'll just wait for Sam. When Sam comes back, he can go through the Whakarewarewa changes, but doesn't look like their team has changed too much. Braxton with the feed for Rotoiti. Let's feed into the scrum. Oh, good scrum there, solid. Joe Curtis. Got a carry by the young centre. Solo John. Oh, that's good set. Albi Taiatini over the top with the clean out. Young Wirihana. Wirihana on at second five now. And ball out. I've been impressed with the Whakarewarewa defence line. They've stayed connected. They put a lot of pressure on the Rotoiti attack. There's the first line out of the second half. Whakarewarewa to feed. Jamie Barker Stevens with the throw. Might go to the young. Straight to Pierce Mikaire off the top. Slightly off the middle there, not straight. Rotoiti feed. Shout outs to our sponsors, Te Awe Kōtuku Consultancy, One Foundation, Lighted Up AV, and the Ruck and More. Ruck and More supplying all our replays today. Shout out to our sponsors. Manukau Whata with the throw. Oh, there's another wayward throw. Maybe the wind got hold of that one, Manukau. Aroha atu. Whakarewarewa will scrum all day. They got a lot of ascendancy there and power in the scrum. Could be a dominant weapon come later in the game, the last 20 minutes. Dylan Towell with the feed. Crowd starting to show up. Whānau, we're starting to get a very good crowd, and like Sam said before, the Whakarewarewa compliments to Whakarewarewa committee for the setup, keeping the crowd control at in their divisions of 100 for level 2. Bit of a disruptive scrum there. Reset. Looking forward to this blockbuster of a Premier game coming up. This is a great sort of entree. Today's game hosted by Whakarewarewa Rugby Club and CBOP under COVID. This is the local banner round, the first game. These two particular teams are playing for the Paul Scott Cup and the Premier teams are playing for the banner. More on the history of the banner when we get to the Premier game. But awesome to see CBOP rugby is up and running for 2021. Might have some new personnel in this front row, or taking a bit of time to set. Dylan Towell with the feed. Ooh, we got a bit of a twist there. Reset. Went over the 45. Just doing the laces up there to prop. Risu Rata, the referee, out in the middle. Linesmen's Conrad Whittle and John Kilkelly. Awesome to have our referees. They're all volunteers. Without them, we wouldn't have a game today. So big ups and a big thank you to the referees for giving their time up, coming out and refereeing the boys. And we've had a great game so far, free flowing. We just got a few issues here in the front row. Just got to sort the scrum out, and we'll be back into it. Dylan Towell with the foot in for Whakarewarewa on halfway. Yep, free kick, too long. Took too long to put it in. Bit of a harsh call there for Dylan, but referee has the final say. So what are Rotoiti going to do here for free kick? Be man up, carry, can't go for the line. Yep, here we go, forward up. Number 7, Ko King, takes it to the line. Good tackle by young Bob Rooker. Arapo Fata. Barnstorming run there by the prop. Braxton with the feed. Oh, that's great footwork there at the line. Oh, he's made the bust, Ko King. Where's the support? LB Titan, he's arriving. Great support there. Oh, we have a bit of referees, bit of a stumble by the ref there. We're going back for penalty offside. Must be penalty, yes, penalty offside at that line. Okay, reckon more replay, whānau. Let's see that break. It was an awesome break there by, I think Ko King made the initial break. We'll go back to the penalty. Oh, that's the replay. Reckon more replay of the referee falling over whānau. Oh, he's not going to find touch there. There who Selwood with the clearance. Beautiful left kick, left foot. Good positioning by Whati Waikato, and a step, footwork. Oh, there's some good defence. Yeah, and he forced a knock on from Whati Waikato. I've seen better dance moves at the lava bar from Whati. But this is only the first game of the season. He's going to get better as the games go on. Great to see Whati Waikato out there. It's great. We're going to go back to that replay, whānau, the Ruckenmore replay. Oh, here's the break. The break by Ko King. Great fend. Ponsonby has done wonders for this boys' rugby. And a great set, LB Titan arriving. Oh, and then we went back for the penalty. Great play. Just got a mihi atu to my whanaunga Arapo Fata here. Just coming over. Another day at the office, brother. Kia ora, my bro. Awesome. Yeah, so where were we? Oh, okay, yeah, Whati Waikato. Good Tainui name, Tainui boy there. I remember Whati when he was a young fella up at Rākaumanga. He went to Kohanga with my son there in Huntly. It's great to see him playing in the colours of Rotoiti today. He's down this way working. He's a school teacher, I think, at Kaitau. So awesome to see. Dylan Towell with the put in, Whakarewarewa. Loose ball. He'll carry. There's Stevie Sharp cuts. Oh no, it's the 13. Beautiful run. Te ohu. Box kick, boxing. Got a young fella here on the wing. Number 11. Oh, that was around the... Oh, it was a bit high. Yes, sir. We got to go low. Keep it below the shoulders. Penalty, high tackle. number 22. We've got Hemi Gardner come on, number 22. He looks pretty handy. Got a bit of height and a good build there, Hemi. Another young fella from the Rokura system. Great player. Kihoro Hoepa's come onto the field too. So we've got all of these whānau names coming out and representing their whānau and the lake, Rotoiti, Ngāti Pikiao. I don't know where Sam's gone. Whānau, he might be having a pie and the chips. But he'll be back. Manu Kaufata with the throw. Kau King off the top. He's won some good ball today. Clean ball. Joe Curtis. And a cut from Wirihana. He's gained. Oh, he's lost his footing. He's set for the forwards now. Braxton with the feed. Kau King again. Albi Taitini on the burst. Great run by Albi. Oh, we've got a waka. Oh, and yeah, just got the timing wrong there, John. For Whakarewarewa. Quick tap. Kau wants to get on with it. Promising Wirihana. Oh, we've got a slight knock on there. The pass wasn't quite chest high. Slight knock on. We go back to the scrum. Rotoiti have come out with a bit of vigour in the second half. 31-5 down. They've come out hungry. They come to play. A couple of these reserves and changes have sort of given the team a bit of zing. Whakarewarewa putting in some changes too. Who's that coming on? Just check my list. Yep, Lionel Skipworth's already on the field. John Masters, I think he's already out there too. Just got to check those numbers. We've got scrum here. Defensive scrum for Whakarewarewa. What's on the cards? Stevie, it's a big miss ball. Oh, Rehua in trouble. Great recovery by Rehua. And he scoots around the outside. He's got a man outside him. He's going to back himself. Rehua's going to back. He's got a man outside him. And a great pass off. Fati with the last line of defence. Slides off. He's going for the corner. The winger, number 14. It's that boy's Gillies again. Number 14 is Dion. That's the second try of the day. Beautiful try. Rehua Selwyn set it up from a loose ball. Rockin' more replay, whānau. Yeah, we've got the loose ball there. Rehua did very well. Got outside his man. Went down the sideline and he beat the next cover defence. Had support and he used the support very well. Oh, that's well coached. Old Rokura boy, and the 14 did well to finish there. That's what we want to see from our wingers. Beautiful finish. Promising winger. Rehua Selwyn putting on a good display today. Awesome try for Whakarewarewa. 36-5. Kick to come from the sideline. I think this is the hardest kick. Stevie's head. Stephen Raukawa. See if he can judge this wind. The wind's coming from left to right. He's going to kick it out to the left a little bit. Stephen Raukawa. Oh, is that Here Taunga, the ball boy there, brought on the tee. Ngā mihi to Here Taunga, his dad's the captain of the Whakarewarewa team. Here Taunga's a promising up-and-coming player for Whakarewarewa JAB. Beautiful strike, and it's down the middle, whānau. It's over. Sharp as those haircuts, Stephen Raukawa. Beautiful kick. So Whakarewarewa in the lead, 13 minutes into the second half, whānau. 38-5. $80-metre breakout there by Rehua Selwyn, creating that try for his winger, Dion. Joe Curtis with the kickoff. He goes long. Receive. Good set play. Hemi's over the ball. Clean out there. Oh yes, clean out from the side. Judge clean out from the side from Manu Roberts. Rotoiti's got an attacking opportunity here to kick for the corner. Joe Curtis with the kick. Hooker come first 5. Good to see Joe Curtis out there for Rotoiti. Curtis, another great name from Ngāti Pikiao. Ngāti Rongo Mai, Rua Tōpe. Here we go, Manuko Whata. With the throw. $10 that goes to Ko King in the middle. Yes, Ko King off the top. And we're going for the line out drive. The Rotoiti forwards rumbling it forward. Oh, Whakarewarewa have managed to get through the middle there. Great disruption. Going back, scrambling back. Good set ball there by the new young player. Braxton with the clearance. Hemi on the burst. Hemi Gardner. He's a big man. Oh, loose carry. Oh, we've got a... Oh, okay, offside line. Yes. So Whakarewarewa a bit too hasty in their defence. Rotoiti have another chance to go to corner, I'd say. Yes, Joe's stepping forward. Joe Curtis to kick for the corner. Hopefully the forwards can conjure up another forward drive. I'm surprised Whakarewarewa haven't put a man up against Ko King to contest. He's won nearly every line out for the Rotoiti team. Here we go, 5 metres out. Oh, it's a great win again. Oh, he's off the top. We're going to go to backs. Here we go, Tristan on to Wirihana. Wirihana, he's got Fati outside him. Wirihana's going to have to carry there. Great defence by the Whakarewarewa backs. Yes, set ball for Rotoiti. Forwards are in place. Oh, we have another penalty here. There's a couple. Oh, quick tap. Quick tap. Here's the boy Mose. He's on the burst. Great run. 5 metres. Oh, and he's rolled over. He's twisted and he scored. Second try for our man, Jareem Mose. Beautiful try. That's two meat pies for the prop forward. 2 meat pies today. Ruckenmore replay final. Let's see it. It was a quick tap from a penalty. Referee Risu Arata called the penalty. Here's the replay and a quick tap. Oh, Arapo. Oh, there's the Mose boy, Jareem. Beautiful. Any twist and turn. Over. Next to the posts. Rotoiti are amped. They're amped for that try. Beautiful try. Kick to come. 38-10. Still waiting for my man Sam. He might be having 2 pies in the chips. Nah, he's still warming up the Premier team and giving them the words of advice for the big game to follow, the banner game. The big battle of the Titans. Tuhorangi versus Ngāti Pikiao. Whakarewarewa versus Rotoiti. Premier game. 2:45 kickoff. This is our appetizer. Joe Curtis with the conversion. Whānau. Chip sip 3. Yes, flags are up. 38-12. Hopefully we get a bit of a revival here. Bit of a comeback. Rotoiti will never lie down. Monaco's having a few words with the ref. Great to see the young fella out there, Monaco Whata. Long line of Whata. His older brother will be playing for the Prem side. Kick off here from Stevie Rokoa. It's a good kick too. Arapo Whata takes the ball cleanly. Braxton with the clearance. Oh, Ko King again on the carry. He's had a great game today too, Ko King. Oh, they held up the tripod there. Whakarewarewa done well to hold him up. He's got to go to ground somehow. 17 minutes to rip the ball away. And here we go, Stevie. Sharp cuts. Offload to 6. 6, he's on the burst. Last line of defence, Fati Waikato. Did well to bring him down. Got numbers here. Overlap. Rehua Seawa with the ball. He's got a reset here for his forwards, close to the line. Forwards are set. We're going to go, oh, we've got a man in there. Offside. Offside. What will Whakarewarewa do here, whānau? Oh, they're going to quick tap Dylan Tower. He's going for the line. Caught short. Great defence. Rotoiti organising their defence now. Rehua. Ngātai. Oh, he gets great tackle there. Very good tackle. Going to go to the backs. We've got some forwards out there in the backs. Man over the ball. Yes. Off his feet at the ruck there. Just technically come off his feet. Didn't keep his body position in his feeting, so was penalised accordingly. Very good refereeing there by Whakarewarewa. Reese is one of our top referees here in the CBOP. Joe Curtis to go for the line. Kick us out. Kick Rotoiti out of trouble. Oh, very good nudge. Defensive line out. Bit of cloud coming in whānau. It's taking the sun away. Ko King. Not quite straight, that one. Whakarewarewa up to scrum. Oh, no, they're going for the line out. Oh, while we have this break, we'll have another shout out to our sponsors. One Foundation, Te Aue Kōtuku Consultancy, Light It Up AV, and the Ruck and More. Ruck and More are supplying our replays today, whānau. Be a few beers on at the Ruck and More after this. Out to that John Gillies. He's a handy winger, this boy. Done well to recruit. Oh, they're playing a punch off Dylan Taula. Oh, great run by Piers Mikaire. He's still out there. Oh, someone's gone and towed it through. Rotoiti caught offside. Got to regroup with Rotoiti. Dylan's going to quick tap. Here we go. They got numbers out wide. Rehua with the wide ball. And that's Junior. Junior's in the corner. Well done, Whakarewarewa. Beautiful. Kokirewa. Junior. Ruck and More replay, whānau. Courtesy of the Ruck and More. Here's our replay. Oh, he dived on the ball and Rotoiti had to regroup here. Dylan Taura, ever present. Quick tap. We went wide. Rehua with a great miss ball here. Oh, great pass in Junior. Like all good wingers should do. Finished the movement off. Gets the high five from his... He's the captain there. No, sorry, Pierce Mikai's captain. There was the player of the day. Picked by one and only Sam Cameron. Picked that out before the game. Must be a matakite or Sam Cameron. Kick to come from Stevie is second most challenging kick from the sideline here. On the other sideline this time. He kicked the last one from the sideline. It's a class act, this boy. Yep. This game here, whānau, is for the Paul Scott. This is the Paul Scott round. So they'll play round robin and then contest for the Paul Scott Cup. Real traditional cup within the CBOP rugby. Great to see these old taonga being revived. Stevie Sharp cuts. Rokawa. Beautiful striker of the ball. Oh, that must have been very close. Flag stayed down. I think that's his first miss whānau of the day. We've got 43-12. 43-12. Whakarewarewa. 23 minutes into the second half. Still got a bit of rugby to go. 17 minutes left in this game. And then the big one. The clash of the Titans. The old local derby. That crowd, I think we might have to have a head count on this crowd. It's getting bigger. All the whānau are starting to turn up. Joe Curtis with the kickoff. Got a bit of air. John Boyd's under the John. Well done, John Masters on the carry. Good momentum. These backs are that looked like a bit of a shoulder charge there. Oh, we're going to the Whakarewarewa replay for that just so we can check on. Oh, I think it's a no arm. Oh, it's a bit of a diving low, no arm tackle. He's going to have a talk to his linesman for advice. He's going to go and see whether it's a card offence. Yes, he's reaching for his pocket. Ki horo hoepa. Yellow card. Rotoiti down to 14 players. Whānau. Ki horo played, he's played Rotoiti through the grades, JOB. Just got his tackle technique wrong there. Slightly off. Had a few years away from the game. Hope that 6 is okay for Whakarewarewa. Tāmati Raukawa. Looks okay, he's up and he's walking around again. That's good. Good to see, whānau. So you got a yellow card, 10 minutes in the bin. 15 minutes to go. Stephen Raukawa with the ball. Kick for the line. Time on. It's a good kick too. Out on the 40, just before the 40-metre line. Attacking line out. Are we going to go to backs again? I'd say so. A lot of talent out wide here. Whakarewarewa backs look exciting every time they get clean ball. Full line out. Cool. Young Bob Ricker. Staunch Tuhorangi name. Oh, and he goes up and wins the ball off the top. Clean ball. Beautiful ball, Stevie. Here we go. Midfield. Forward up. Forward crash. Number 19 there. Russell Taurua. Stevie again. Oh, we're going to go wide as Lionel Skipworth out wide here in the wide channels. Bit of butter on those fingers, my butter. I think there should have been a knock. Oh, okay. Oh, I'd like to welcome you here today. Those that have come onto the Premier stream to watch the Premier game. We're just finishing off the development game. We've got 13 minutes left, and Whakarewarewa are winning 43-12. This is for the Paul Scott whānau. The big game is yet to come. 2:45 kickoff. Rotoiti versus Whakarewarewa here at Puarenga Park, in the heart of Rotorua. This has been a great game here for Whakarewarewa. They're leading 43-12. Rotoiti on defence here on halfway. Oh, we have a forced a knock on. Oh, carry on. Advantage. Advantage been playing Wiri Hana with the ball. He's looking for space. Set the ball. Pierce Mikaire, captain of Whakarewarewa, hold him up. Oh, they have to release. Coming to the short side, Manuko Fata. Oni carries well into Rehua Selwyn there. Great defence by Rehua Selwyn. Man over the ball. Number 6. Ben Howie. Joe Curtis. He's going for the all. You could see that the fullback was out of position. Fati Waikato with the chase. Just couldn't quite get a toe to it. Oh, offside. Whakarewarewa caught offside. So welcome to those that have signed in to the live stream, Gecko Productions, to watch this Premier game. All those around the world, all our whānau out there have the privilege to watch this online, watch this great Clash of the Titans today. Our first game of the CBOP local round for the banner. Oh, yeah, we were overtime. Okay, so we're in overtime here, whānau. Yeah, this game's going overtime, and then we've got 13 minutes left to run on this development side. So don't be mistaken, this isn't the Premier game, so you haven't missed out. This is the end of the development side, and these two teams are battling for the Port Scott. The banner game is yet to come. 13 minutes to go, whānau. Tune in. Don't go anywhere. Manuko Whata with the throw-in. Oh, the first time he's overthrown. Ko King up. Albi Taitini with the clean up at the back. Braxton halfback. Arapo Whata on the carry. Rotoiti making inroads and on attack. It's going to go all Whati Waikato with the carry again. Whakarewarewa's defence has been very good today. Okay. Quick tap. Siatu Wirihana, he's looked good since he's come on, young Wirihana. Going wide. I'll be wearing the Jordan number 23. Same hairstyle as Michael Jordan too. Oh, there's a pick and go there. Cheeky little pick and go, they're getting close. Big Hemi Gardner at the back there. Wirihana's on the carry. Oh, Hemi Gardner's got the ball. Oh, slide forward pass. But no, Risu Erata's got them offside again. Whakarewarewa. They're going to have to address that next week. Maybe just take a step and keep on side. Rotoiti playing on 14 men, whānau. Got a man in the sin bin. What's the call from Rotoiti here? Oh, the tap. And straight. Oh, number 20, the new boy. Oh, there's a big hit there. Look like John Masters with the big hit. Oh, he's carrying high, Hemi. Oh, it's back to 6. Boy Howie. Oh, Arapo sniffing around for the pick and go. Oh, of course he'll go. Ko King's over the top. Whakarewarewa got to roll away. Oh, we got another penalty. Oh, double blow of the whistle, whānau. He's reaching for his pocket. Multiple offences. He's calling out the captain. He's going to have a word to him. We might be down to 14 on 14 here. Okay. Oh, it's long discussions there with PS Mikaere. PS has got his debate on, like all good captains should. Oh, no one's going to the bin though. What's Rotoiti going to do? They set for the quick tap. Asking for the mark. Yes, forward up. Ko. Oh, let's go straight wide to Wirihana. Wirihana's like, oh, Ko wants it. He wrapped around and got the ball back. He's the young winger on the carry. Fight. Did a fight to the ground. Set for your forwards. Arapo and first receiver. Arapo Whata. He'll go all day. He'll just truck it up all day. Arapo Whata. Braxton at halfback. Joe Curtis. What's who got? Going to Tristan Collier. Oh, it's knock on. Tristan Collier knocks on. Whakarewarewa's defensive line. Very, very good. Heaps of pressure. Reward scrum. Defensive scrum. 8 minutes left, whānau, in this game. This is a development side, whānau, so the game's gone a bit long. We're running into the Premier game time, but we've got 8 minutes to go in this game, and then we have the clash of the Titans for the banner. Rotorua banner. Coming up. Reset. Forward's getting a bit tired. Just like to have a shout out for our sponsors, One Foundation, Light It Up AV, Te Aue Kōtuku Consultancy, and the Rock and More whānau. Beautiful day here in Rotorua. The sun is shining. Little bit overcast, but the warmth of the sun is beautiful on our backs as we watch this game. Whakarewarewa with their tails up, they're going to run it. Oh, beautiful ball. We're on halfway, man outside. He's looking. He's going to go himself. Oh, the crowd are giving him stick too. He bombed the... Oh, we have a penalty as well. Oh, I can't see. We're getting a quick tap. Overlaps everywhere. Oh, beautiful. Young Bob Ricker. Oh, that's awesome set. Oh, Rotoiti went back. They're going to quick tap again. They're yelling from the sideline out here, out wide. Oh, it's got to be let go, let it go. There it is. Wide ball. And Rehua Selwyn, footwork. Corner. Just reward to Rehua Selwyn for a great game. Very good try. Whakarewarewa. They backed themselves and ran it from their own half. 80-metre try. Reckon more replay, whānau. Oh, we're going back to the quick tap. And the wide ball has had to get wide. They had the overlap, about a 10-man overlap. And then, Rehua Selwyn. Footwork, dude. And he's gone. All that toro parawai, eh? All the rākau moves. He's got the footwork, that boy. That's where kapa haka comes into play. Stephen Rokowa with the kick. 48-12. Whakarewarewa. 5 minutes to play. This is the warm-up, whānau. This is the warm-up to the big game. Kia ora to all those that have tuned in. They can't be here today. That have tuned in to watch the big clash. The first game of the CBOP local round for the banner. Here we are, we're down at Whakarewarewa Puarenga Park at the kōnutu awa o te Puarenga that runs down from Whakarewarewa village to Haurangi, Ngāti Wāhia o whānau. Are hosting us today, whānau. Look forward to that hangi. Always a great hangi and steam pudding here at Whakarewarewa Club. The oldest club in CBOP. 121 years old. Yeah, the awa runs from the Whakarewarewa tanga o te ope taua o Wāhia. Try and get your tongue around that one, whānau. Beautiful. Joe Curtis with the kickoff. Oh, they put. Oh, and this. Play on, boys. Oh, we've got a few knock-ons. Whakarewarewa posted 50 points today. 50 points to 12. It's been a great game. Oh, we've got Tamihana Gardeners come onto the field. Whānau, number 18. Beautiful to see the young mokopuna Bruno Gardner come out and play with his brother, Hemi. So 2 sets of brothers on the field now. We had a father and a son duo, Neville King and Kau King. Kau's had a great game for Rotoiti today. We've got, I think there's a couple of brothers in the Rokowa brothers in the Whakarewarewa team. It's all about whānau. It's all whānau out there. Oh, halfback's having a bit of a whisper to the blindside anchor here. Might be backing himself to have a bit of a go. Braxton. Young Braxton, he's played well too. Young Braxton Herbert. He's done well in the tricolours of Rotoiti. As you can see, the Premier team going in after their warm-up. Sam Cameron must be making a return now after his 3 pies and the chips. Oh, recovered that ball, number 6. 6 has had a great game for Whakarewarewa. Tāmati Raukawa. There's an offload. We're going down the sideline again. Once it gets into those backs' hands, anything can happen with these dangerous Whakarewarewa backs. Dylan with the box kick again. Sees no one home. Whati Waikato on the return. Does well to get back. Oh, he's going to have it go in front of his posts. Beautiful. Kau King there, ever present. Big Hemi Gardner with the carry. Turnover. Te Ohui with the ball. Oh, is that? Oh no, that's number 6 again. Tāmati Raukawa. There was a big hit there. I want to see the number who did that hit. Number 21 for the corner. And he's in for the try. Tiring defence there, whānau. We're going to go to... Let's see the ruck and more replay, eh? Beautiful try by Whakarewarewa. Loose ball. To the boy Raukawa setting up. Tamati setting up. Oh, number 12, Whati Waikato with the shoulder. And then they go wide. Whakarewarewa Styles. Great back play. Number 21. Try time in the corner. Beautiful. Beautiful replay. Here we go. Stevie cuts. Stevie Raukawa with the sideline conversion. He's almost had a perfect record today. He's only missed the one kick. This is a great angle by our cameraman, our revolving cameraman, Mike Miller. He's doing a great job out there in the heat of the battle. You can see a great angle here. Hopefully it goes straight down the middle. Here we go. Raukawa with the kick. Great strike of the ball. But it's to the right. Flags are being waved by our linesman. Oh, says time up here, whānau. Reese is looking at his watch. Oh no, we still got another kickoff. Awesome. Here we go. Yeah, awesome to see Tamihana and Hemi Gardner out there. Nā Tamo Lewis. Mokupuno Bruno Gardner, great stalwart in the late Bruno Gardner. Stalwart for Rotoiti over the years. Joe Curtis with the kickoff. Oh, that's went backwards. Good carry. Tamiana's in there on the hit. Good shoulders on. Boxing again. Ko King gone from flanker to fullback. He's done it all today, Kahu. He's had a great game. Oh, awesome awareness. Here we go. Arapo in support. Kahu's going to have a go himself. Great carry. Oh, an offload. Oh, here's that winger. That winger again. Number 14, Dion. He's already got 2 tries. He's going for his 3rd. Is he going to get a hat-trick? Rotoiti, no. Oh, good clean out there. Ball's still alive. Stevie, he's going to go. Yeah, he's going to have a go. Stevie Raukawa under the posts. Beautiful try, Stevie. Reckon more replay, whānau. The big Kelly Haimuna size first 5. Bustling run. Oh, that loose offload from Kahu. And once Dion got the ball, he made inroads. Some loose tackling there. Good cover defence. All the numbers were there. But Whakarewarewa did well to recycle the ball. Number 8, oh, beautiful clean out. And then once the ball was clear, there we have. And the full-time whistle goes for Raukawa under the posts. Gee, he must have bagged a good 20, 30 points today. Stephen Raukawa. Full-time whānau, 62-12, final score. Great win for Whakarewarewa, first up for the Paul Scott Cup. First round of the CBOP. Whakarewarewa take it out 62-12. High fives all around. Just like to thank those that signed on for the development game and the streaming from our Gecko Productions. Nā mihi kia koutou katoa who have tuned in to watch this game. It was a great spectacle of rugby too for development sides. Seen all our young players out there. The future of rugby and CBOP is in good hands. Stay tuned, those signed in for the Premier Gamers. Still to come, 5-10 minutes away. Signing out.
We don't need them.
Kia ora and welcome back to Puaringa Park. A superb game by our Premier 2 team. I'm just going to name the Whakarewarewa starting 22. Number 1, Henry Kershaw. Number 2, Jaya More. Number 3, Johnny Lessie. Number 4, Madison Rogers. Number 5, Te Manawa Ngāwhika. Number 6, Deron Campbell. Number 7, Axel Honick. Number 7, is also our captain. Number 8, Dougie Edwards. Number 9, Timothy. Number 10 is Ruben Vaipo. Number 12, Cassius Misa. Number 13, Matty G. Number 14, Tumua Cunningham. And number 15, Tute Grant. On the bench we have Bernie Hutty. 17, Arana Miller. 18, Jaden Hoani backing up from the first game. Number 19, Pokohe Sorensen. Number 20, Alec Johnson. Number 21, Nerehana Tare, and number 22, Akira Mako.
Kia ora no whānau, welcome to the Premier Clash of the Titans. Here's the Rotoiti side. Number 1, Seth Sinek. 2, Wade Pereira. 3, Joseph Muscle. 4, Tāmati Ryan. 5, Sean Wedahiko. 6, Reese Hoepa. 7, Stephen Coffin. Number 8, Abraham Tito. 9, Tara Whata. 10, Kingi Tā Kingi. 11, Wiremu Curtis. 12, Whakataki Cunningham. 13, John Ririnui. 14, Tahi Edwards. 15, PJ Cullen. Into the reserves whānau. Number 16, Hunter Wharero. 17, Hikanui Curtis. 18, Jess Acton. 19, Treese Herbert. 20, Eruera Tahana. 21, Bo Keo. 22, Tama Curtis. And 23, Tristan Collier. Backing up from the reserve game, Tristan. Wow, some great lineups there, Sam. Welcome back, Sam, too. Warmed up the boys very well there for our Clash of the Titans for the banner round first game 2021. Playing for the mighty banner here at Puarenga Park, Whakarewarewa, Rotorua.
Oh, I'm excited for this game. Over in the warm-up, there was some great feeling in both camps. I could feel it from Rotoiti and at Whakarewarewa. So it's going to be a superb and excellent game showing here.
Long kick. Oh, no one claims it. It's a great bounce too.
Te Rā Whata did well there to go back and collect that ball, taking it in with all the Whakarewarewa forwards coming forward.
Not a bad haircut there, too, Te Rā. I love your mullet. Reese Hoipa on the set. Oh, this is going to be a great game. You can already see the physicality. Great start for Whakarewarewa, down on the line. There's John Ririnu with the clearance, Johnny Mudd. Here we go, the exciting backs of Whakarewarewa. We're coming wide, Tumua Cunningham. Awesome Rotoiti player off old there. Player of the year last year for Whakarewarewa. Great carry. Kingi Tā cleaned him up. Kingi Tā Kingi with the tackle. And he knocks it on in the tackle. Tumua Cunningham.
Yeah, that was some exciting one-on-one action there. I think Kingi Tā Kingi has drawn first blood there, 1-0 up in the defensive line there, causing that the knock-on.
The intensity already, it's only 1 minute and I got goosebumps. Great to see Jerome Campbell come back into the fold for Whakarewarewa with the SM.
Oh, it's exciting to see a few players return back to Whakarewarewa.
Awesome. Oh, the forward packs look. Oh, this is going to be a good battle in the forward pack.
He's going to be a battle and a half, all right.
Te Rā Whata with the haircut. The haircut off them. The put in Te Rā Whata. Good Rokura boy too. Played in the balls out, clearance. Whakataki Cunningham with the carry. 2 up from 12.
Oh, that looked like that was coming in from the side. The referee sort of missed that one.
Oh, I saw that. He came flying in from the side. Nico,
the penalty's gone to them.
Abe Tito with the break. Te Rā Whata offload. Rotoiti into their stuff. Getting out of trouble here. They got to get out of. Oh, another little pick. Oh, he got. Who did that clean up there? See? Ruben Waipo.
Oh, the first 5 coming in and showing his forwards how to do it in that ruck area.
Oh,
dominating that ruck area.
The mana off the man. Oh, Abe was going to go nowhere. Nico's the referee out in the middle there. He is our top CBOP referee. He's done a few sevens tournaments off late as well. And very, very good referee. So Johnny Mudd with the clearance. John Ririnui come over from the Pāpaka. The Pāpaka Rangataua.
What number club would this be for Johnny Mudd, mate? I'm not too sure. I sort of lose track there, Johnny Mudd.
He's doing a victory.
Who knows where you're going?
He's doing a victory lap. He's going back around for another lap, I think. He's on the return. But great to see him out there, him and Whakataki, the midfield for Rotoiti.
There'll be some experience out there with both of them out there.
Wade Pereira playing hooker today. The throw. He finds Tamati. Ryan Tamati's an old Waka man too. I think he played a few seasons.
Stevie Coffin and Wade Pereira.
Oh, Stevie Coffin.
Oh, look at that is some muscle and power.
There's
the
power.
Dominance of Rotoiti coming through the middle.
Beautiful. Wade Pereira with the ball from the back of the ruck. And the drive set for the backs. Great. Oh, Kingi Tā Kingi with the footwork. And the clean.
Oh, a massive turnover.
Te Rā Whata, I think. We'll go to the ruck and more replay whānau. You see the throw from Wade. This driving maul, I think it was 30 metres, might have been 40 on the fly. Great driving maul, Rotoiti styles, forward power and dominance. Wade's at the back in the boot. Oh no, he had advantage there. And it must have been advantage over 8. Great replay from our ruck and more replay. The camera work is superb. We have a line out, attacking line out for Whakarewarewa. Jaya More here backing up from his game yesterday for the Bay. Bay development, Jaya More.
Yeah, a few lads were involved in that game yesterday, so we had himself, Axel Honik, Cassius Misa out in the back line.
The fitness of these boys these days to play 2 games of high intensity in a row. I think they went down to their Waikato side, eh, Sam?
They sure did. Looking at that team though, there was majority Chiefs wider training squad when we have
2 more on the crash.
2 more taking it up through the middle, and Rotoiti straight over on top of that ball with the clean up.
It's going to be feisty. Oh, we have a bit of a skirmish.
Here we go.
Oh, the young Pikiao boys in there with the red and black. 2 more. They're going to... Oh, there's the brother. The tuakana's coming to say to the younger brother, get out of here, boy. Ka pai whakataki leadership. Tuakana taina. We've got brother versus brother in this game, whānau. There's a bit of fireworks already.
Brother versus brother, whānau versus whānau.
Iwi versus iwi. Tūhaurangi. Ngāti Wāhia versus Ngāti Pikia from the Rotoiti. Oh, Nico's trying to settle them down, but I don't think he's going to have any luck with this type of game, eh, Sam?
We're 5 minutes into it, and man, there's some battles happening out there. Like I said in that previous game, I'm liking being on this side of the fence.
Well, Johnny Mudder, he's taken over the kicking responsibilities, the tuakana. And it's a nice one too. All his experience in behind that kick. It's a bit of a breeze, eh? Into the teeth of a bit of a breeze.
I've been involved in some teams with Johnny Mudd, and he has saved us on numerous occasions with that boot of his.
The experience of Johnny Mudd and Whakataki Kenningham in the centres for Rotoiti. Here's an attacking line out. Wade Pereira with the throw. Good contest from Axel Honik. Jaya's at the back there. Set from Abe Tito. Good ball. Oh, a bit offside there, ref. No, he didn't see it. Didn't roll away. Oh, we have a fumble from, who's our number? Joseph Muscle. Just got to get your timing right, Joseph.
Yeah, it's early on in the piece. They'll just be trying to muscle each other up for now, see who can be the dominant of the packs. But man, it's going to be going all day.
All day. Johnny Lessie, Henry Kershaw, I've got to do a shout out to these boys. They've been training hard at the Profiles gym in the boxing rides. I've seen them doing the hard yards. 2 very experienced props right there.
Talking about experience, gee, Dougie Edwards must have a few caps under his belt, eh, Richie?
Oh, mate, he's a legend. He's a legend, and he captains the side so well over the years.
Looking for a solid platform here to let their backs do what they can do.
Jeez. Glad
But
I'm
the
sitting on this. Oh,
the power of Seth Shinks coming through, he's not giving a budge at all.
what happened there? Was there a bit
He's
of
just not taking a backward step.
bit of a stomp? The beauty of iwi versus iwi. Tribal warfare.
Don't think there
Always.
was anything involved in there, maybe just a bit of a couple of handbags thrown.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I think they're just feeling each other out. I can see the Ty Mitchell across there at halfway. You can see the Ty Mitchell on the easel there in the picture. The Ty Mitchell shield is up for grabs today. Every time a CBOP team plays, the holder has to put the shield up for challenge.
And you've got a bit of history about the banner, Rich.
Yeah,
Since we
well,
are in the banner round, you want to give us a...
The banner has been a long time played taonga for the CBOP, the Rotoiti Rugby Sub-Union it used to be called. 1938 was the first banner game, just before the Second World War, and Whakarewarewa were the first team to win the banner in 1938. Rotoiti were in recess at that time. But the banner is a beautiful piece of cloth. It's this is actually the 3rd banner in existence. The 2 previous hanging in the Waikite club rooms.
Oh, I knew you'd go there. I was just waiting for it. I knew you'd go there.
I just had to put that in there because the banners are there. Moake tonu atu, they hang there. And there's a space for the 3rd one, but Waikite are on a rebuild stage at the moment. And these are the 2 clubs for this 3rd banner. The last 21 years, Whakarewarewa and Rotoiti have contested for this banner and got their names on that banner the most out of
There were
the
superb tips there by, I believe, Dougie Edwards from in the midfield to
that
put
young
Cassius Misa through the gap. We're
Cassius.
going out wide there, two more. Cunningham taking it down to ground. Setting a good platform there. We need some organisation out in the back line for Whakarewarewa for the red and blacks.
They got the ball though, it's recycled back well. Cassius again. Oh no, that's Matty Garland. The chief is here. Whakarewarewa got a stacks of representative players here. Rotoiti doing well to hold them out.
Putting in some great pressure there with their defensive outfit.
Oh, consistent pressure. The recycling ball is great from Whakarewarewa. We have a pick and go.
Rotoiti is trying to sniff out that ball at every opportunity that they can.
Ruben Vaipo on the dance. Oh,
There's
double
some
movement.
numbers out wide if the ball can get there.
Here it comes.
Shaq Stone with the ball. Tute Grant going in. Twinkle
Tute
feet.
Grant.
Is he over the line? He is
Tute
over.
Grant. He's in. Another Papaka boy come over to Whakarewarewa. Tute Grant. Beautiful try.
Some razzle dazzle there. The ball was
Ruck
needing
and
to
more
go out
replay,
wide.
whānau. We're going to cut to the Ruck and more replay. Like Sammy said, the ball has had to be released. Oh, Hungus. He got caught though. But great recycle of Dougie Edwards. He knows where to put the ball. And then the razzle dazzle from the Papaka. He was side-stepping left and right like the Papaka do. Great try for the red and blacks. Whakarewarewa draw first blood in this match. Clash of the Titans. 5-0. Tute Grant. Try time.
Let's see if he can back it up with his own conversion.
Oh yes, he's taking the kicks. They must have had a bit of a contest on Thursday night with him and Ruben Vaipo to see who was going to do the goal kicking. Him and Henry Kershaw.
Well, I did see Henry Kershaw trying to nudge a few over the line, over the post. Sorry.
Backs himself. I heard he backs himself as a goal kicker. Here's the kick. Whānau, great angle here from our camera. Don't want to put the curse on him. Tute Grant. Oh, yes, it went over. Whānau, the flags are up.
Just snuck in the post by the looks of things.
7-0, he converts his own try. Tute Grant. Great to see him over here in the red and blacks.
Just the reset here, we need the Whakarewarewa need to make sure that they control the ball here off this kickoff. And they'll be looking to exit play from here, I'm gathering.
Is that young Te Manawa Nāwhika out there?
Manawa Nāwhika has come back. First time wearing the red and black jersey, following in the footsteps of his father.
Herbie
who
Nāwhika.
just got a promotion too the other day.
Oh.
Yeah, so well done there to one of the Waka legends, Herbie Nāwhika.
He was a legend in his day. Still is a legend. It's great to see his son following on in his footsteps. Well
Timothy
taken.
with the take, and Dougie Edwards charging it up the middle as he does, week in, week out.
All day. Ruben Vaipo with the vision.
Yeah, clever little play there, kicking behind.
Shaky Stone on the chase.
Just the ball beating the man for the outside line there.
That's just pure class, eh? You know, they win the ball. Dougie on the crash, Ruben Vaipo on the plug into the down in the vacant area where Rotoiti winger was up. Some classy acts here. Great to see Matty Garland out there in the red and black too.
Especially today, he's running on for his 50th cap, so well done to Matty.
Well,
it's a huge achievement.
Skipworth Garland, sorry whānau. Matty Skipworth Garland. He's our latest chief from the area. Māori All Black too, eh? He played.
Black,
he played 78 minutes of their Māori game.
I see Whakarewarewa trying to cause a penalty there with not engaging in that more, but unfortunately one of the players didn't receive the message and engaged there.
Didn't get the text message, eh?
Missed the smoke signals, I think.
Missed the memo. Bit of fire.
Upsetting, they're trying to upset, yes, and they have, upsetting the ruck area there. Well done to all of our people watching at home. We have quite a few viewers. 1,005 people viewing us.
Yeah, kia ora mai whānau puta noa i te ao. Te nuinga kei Australia. Those that can't be here today. Those locked down in level 3 in Auckland. tuning in to watch on our Gecko Productions.
Also, if you are watching too, I want you to comment who do you think should be player of the day for this match, so we can go out there and local Gecko Productions have a player of the day certificate for them.
Awesome plug. Any shout outs too, whānau, if you want to say hello to mum and dad, you know, or koro and nan, put your shout outs and we'll relay the message. Young Peter John on the crash. Stevie Coffin on the clean. Dougie Edwards causing the havoc in there. Reese Hoipa with the ball now on the carry. Oh, the defence of Whakarewarewa. Beautiful defensive line. Oh, we've got a double blow.
We've got an injury
There's
here.
an injury here. No, he's in a bit of pain. Who's this boy?
Timothy.
Oh,
Timothy Hansel.
Nerehana might get on the field. Nerehana Tārai earlier than he expected.
I hope he's just down so he can look after his forwards, because it looks like they're sucking in a few big ones.
Oh yeah, what's the call?
Well, we call it bulldog back in our day.
Oh, yeah.
There was someone would have to take the knee, and I think maybe the young fella could be taking one for the team there,
Yeah,
especially for the forwards.
I think I saw Henry giving him the old shoulder tap. We've got Pairata Tahuri o Rangi running the waters. Pairata, the papa of Te Toiroa, running the waters for Rotoiti. Joe Savage doing his thing. He's the man now, Joe Savage. Great stalwart of rugby for CBOP.
Can see Pairata in there giving a lot of messages from the sideline. No doubt he'll be eyes from the sideline will be thrown in those messages, fix up a few things and carry on. Good to see Timothy back up on his feet.
Shout out to our sponsors, Sam Te Aue Kōtuku Consultancy, One Foundation, Light It Up AV, and Rockin' More.
Yeah, if you didn't know, my name is Sam Cameron here, first time commentator. Enjoying our day so far, eh, Rich?
Yeah, that wind's getting a bit cold though, bro. The sun's gone away with the overcast clouds. So, just like to introduce myself too, Richie Francis. First time commentator as well. We're having a ball here. We're getting chicken sandwiches and LMP and everything. Waters. We're getting spoiled here, whānau. The life of a commentator. Free kick. Abe Tito with the quick tap. He'll carry all day, Abe. Beautiful run.
Yeah, that was an easy 10 metres gain there.
Oh, Cassius over the ball. Good body position.
Cassius has been
He's a big man.
nuisance.
Yeah, he's a big man for a second 5',
Yep.
6'2", 6'3". Te rā whata on the
Coming down the
search.
blind, Wade Pereira, storming run, met hard there from Dougie Edwards.
He's an ex-Waka man too, Wade Pereira. Here's that new prop, number 3, Joseph Muscle on the carry.
Te rā whata digging in deep for that ball there, Kingita Kingi.
Kingita.
A little chip over the top there, Axel
What a
Honick
magic.
covering behind, passing it back to Tumua Cunningham.
2 more on the carry. Well, there's no one at the back here. Oh yes, box kick.
If that stays in, that is a clever little kick there. Who made that kick?
I think it came from the halfback.
Timothy with
Yeah,
the kick.
Timothy. 1
Just
minute
applying
in.
the pressure down in the right zone of the field there.
1 minute he's down injured. Next minute he's doing a mean ass box kick. Oh yeah, too much bulldog. So Whakarewarewa here with our attacking line out on the 22. They've been pretty much down in Campton, Rotoiti territory for most of the half, 14 minutes into the first half. Defensive line out for Wade, Fro, Rotoiti.
Oh, great pressure there. Axel Honick getting up and stealing the ball there from Rotoiti.
Twin Towers went up and contested, bro. Well done, Whakarewarewa.
Maybe miscommunication there with the line out from Rotoiti, because I do know that Wade Pereira is an excellent thrower.
Oh, turnover.
Steal.
Turnover ball.
Whakarewarewa
Rotoiti.
now on defence. Will Rotoiti look to clear it?
Wirehiko with the sidestep. Oh, they're going to go wide. They got numbers here.
They do have numbers here if the ball can get
Matty
out there.
Garland. Matty Garland snuffed that out. He had to rush. The rush defence. Yep.
Ooh, I think Jaya Mure came in with an unassisted tackle on the ground, just rubbing his close mate there, giving him a how's your day been.
Another good Raukura boy, old Jaya More. Played some awesome years for the first 15 here at Rotorua Boys High. Johnny Mudd with the kick.
Just to relieve some pressure there for his team. Hopefully march his team probably 40 metres with a boot like his.
Got a bit of a wind though, he's kicking into a bit of a wind. I'd love to see him in the second half rake off those 80-metre ones. Yep, he's playing safe forwards. That's what the forwards want to see, the ball go out. All those young fellas watching, it's experience.
Look at the bacon and eggs on Wade Pereira's legs.
Oh, he's just coming up close to us. Look at those thighs. Those thighs are bulging out of those Rotoiti shorts. Beautiful. Here we go. Rotoiti getting out of their half time with T. Ryan. Reese Hoepa.
Not only can the Whakarewarewa get off him, but look at the K-tape coming
Reese
off him.
Hoepa with the win off the top. Beautiful. Tara with the carry.
Sean with a big run up the middle,
Yeah, no
causing
release.
the penalty.
No
Who
clear
was not
release
releasing
there.
there? Cassius Misa, been a nuisance in that ruck area again.
Jeez, he's a
Just
big
missed
second
time
five.
there.
He's a tall big second five there, Cassius. Another Raukura boy. Beautiful player. Being a nuisance at the ruck like all good second five should be. But just got his timing wrong there, eh, Sam? He didn't release. No clear release.
So no clear release there. Good work from the referee to see that.
He's a class act, this referee. Here we go, got Rotoiti on attack into the half of Whakarewarewa, first time I think. As they make their way.
They have some tall timber in this Rotoiti team. Stevie Coffin leading the way. Good to see Tamati back out there running around with his mates.
Yeah, Tamati's had a couple of years break. Another boy has kept himself fit. It's great to see him back. Yep, straight onto him. Tamati off the top.
Great line out off the top there. Awesome clearance there from Te Rā.
There's Sean
over
in the
to
back line.
his cousin Kingita.
Whakataki Cunningham. Oh, great tackle. Round the legs, boot laces.
The Rotoiti
He's
forwards
got
are
a bit of
charging
action.
forward.
Right. Yep, good carry. Good carry, whānau with just a bit of action here. Johnny Mudd with Stevie Coffin. Got Wade in the wide channels. He's going to bulldoze. Oh, good tackle. Number 7.
Axel Honeck comes up with a great tackle.
Te rā whata. Onto the muscle.
This ball is going fast from one ruck to the
beautiful
other.
hands
And
from
great
Wade
hands
Tito.
from Rotoiti.
This is wide to wide play. Coast to coast. Oh, dislodged the ball. Mary Garland dislodged the ball in the tackle. Great knock on there.
That was some exciting footy, side to side.
We've got a bulldog call here from Wade Pereira on the side here. He's sucking some big ones. So we're just going to the live stream whānau, and we've got Susan Puku has put a shout out to her sisters, Moana and Liz. So Moana and Liz, you out there? Susan Puku has put a shout out to say hi.
Kia ora kōrua.
Here we are at the kōnutu awa o te Puarenga. I rere mai te whakarewarewa tanga o te ope taua o wāhia. Tu haurangi Ngāti Wāhia. Just some good defence, Sam. Rotoiti were throwing everything they had at them.
Yeah, just unlucky there with that last pass. If that had gone to hand, no doubt that would have been a try, probably more than likely under the post, as all of the Waka defenders were all on the other side of the field there. So just unlucky there from Rotoiti. But they are still in the right area of the field. And no doubt there'll be a big scrum put on defence.
Ooh.
Huge front row there that they have against Waka there, Rotoiti's front row. Experienced players too. Nothing against the Whakarewarewa front row. They have been here for quite a while as well. Johnny Leslie, Henry Kershaw, both of those two players would have racked up a few caps.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Blazer man, eh? Henry Kershaw.
Yeah, both Henry and Johnny have 50 plus games between them.
I think Jaya's coming close to his Blazer game too, eh? Jaya More. So experience in their front row for this Premier grade.
Just a shout out to our one of our other leaders too, Jesse Mace, who couldn't be here today. He's away attending a wedding of his cousin, so hopefully the boys can bring it home for you, bro.
Awesome, Jess.
No doubt you'll be having a couple of recovering waters. Let's see what they can do on their exit play.
Oh,
they haven't gone with the kick.
Grant going wide, 2 more Cunningham. Got a bit of space. Young Curtis boy, good cover from Peter John, and we got a ball in this commentary box. Nearly knocked me out, but Peter John was great on the cover.
Unfortunately, he's still here though. He's still with us, whānau, so you're in safe hands.
Beautiful run. So the Whakarewarewa back line, they just backed themselves from their 22 and ran it from their scrum. Best time to run the ball, I reckon, is when the back three for Rotoiti we're back on defence, expecting a kick. Jai Mori with the throw. We got a perfect angle here. Sam, run us through.
Yeah, well, I'm going to guess that they're going to go for a quick line out. Oh no.
Twin Towers.
Axel Honick, the captain of Whakarewarewa, calling the line outs. Straight up in the middle. Good throw from Jai Mori. It's not an easy one too, with quite a strong wind coming today.
Crosswind there.
Another
cleans up the ball.
Another loose carry there.
Puts a chip through. Oh, Timothy fumbles. Loose ball. Rotoiti have reclaimed it. Tarawhata down the short side.
Unlucky. Rotoiti were hot on attack there.
If
the play was carry on, that would have been a try. Definitely in the corner.
There's some sharp officiating to pick up that knock on. Tara was gone for all money.
Quite a large number of spectators down here today. So a big shout out to Whakarewarewa committee for putting on a great plan so that everyone could come down and support their two local teams.
Yeah, I heard they got the level 2 COVID sections for each cluster of 100 people. I counted 99 on that side and 98 on this side, so we're doing well.
Sticking to our restriction guidelines there. Well done, Whakarewarewa.
Ngā mihi. Oh, it was a double knock on, I see. Tarawhata to feed on attack, midfield scrum, 22. We're going 8-9.
8-9.
Tarawhata is one of the best at it. Oh, we got a triple. We got the old Zinzi and Brook move. Hey, Tito on the wraparound. Here's the muscle, the new prop for Rotoiti on the carry.
He's had a pretty good 23 minutes so far. Carried a few times and he's looking solid out there.
Welcome to CBOP Rugby. There's a bit of a pick and go. It's messy. It's messy there. Whakarewarewa doing well.
Playing advantage though. Ref was playing advantage. Oh. There's a penalty. Not too sure what happened there.
What's the call here? Would you go for goal?
Collapse.
Would you go for goal or go for the corner? Decisions to be made. Whakataki, the experienced headers walking in. He's been around a long time, Whakataki.
Johnny Mudd looks like he's pointing to the sideline.
Oh, that's good.
He's stepping up and taking that call.
Yep.
They can feel the momentum swing.
Yeah, they feel they have the momentum in their hands. We can score, if Rotoiti can score a try here. Oh. Sean Wirehiko just doing his laces up.
Well, I think this could be a tactical bulldog call here.
Yeah, I love that bulldog call, bro. For those tidies, they can get their air back and be ready for this driving maul, eh? Gonna score a try from here.
Well, if it's anything like the first maul that they had, they'll be pushing right over. So Whakarewarewa better make sure that they're onto it and everyone has the communications and getting the smoke signals.
The pressure's on Wade Pereira to get this ball right. Get this throw straight. Yeah, local derby game for the banner here, whānau.
Just going back to your kōrero about the two banner that are still hanging up in Waikite. What's the reason for that, bro? Can you explain to our viewers why they're still hanging there and not in this cycle?
So the lifespan of the banner is about 30 years, and each time you win it, your name gets put up for that year. And I do believe the last winner of that 30 years gets to keep the banner and then dictate what the colour of the next banner is in their club colours. Hence the two banners that are hanging in Waikite are yellow and black.
And the third one also is still
is yellow and black. The
So
third,
you may win it 29 times,
yeah,
and the 30th person will decide what
Yeah.
colour it is for the next one, eh?
yeah. I think it goes that way, or the team that has won it the most in those 30 years. So Waikite obviously for the first two banners won it the most. They got to determine what colour the third banner. Oh, here's the throw. Wade Pereira, tricky. It's a tricky.
Oh,
Didn't go
no.
5. Didn't
Oh,
go
that's
to-
a coach killer there.
Oh, mate.
Make sure it goes 5. Any young viewers out there watching, if you're a hooker, must throw the ball 5 metres into the field of play.
Man, that's a coach killer, all right. Now, Ruben Vaipo, with this wind behind him, he's just done 60 metres on the fly.
Oh, that was a superb take. Who was that took the ball out there?
Young Curtis, he's a young... Oh, no, that's Tahi Edwards. He goes with the Curtis boys' sister. So there, that's Tahi. And his brother-in-law's on the
Rotoiti.
other wing.
Come-
Counter ruck. Counter ruck.
Rotoiti straight over there,
Straight
ball
wide.
going out wide.
Whakataki Ota.
If they can control this, they still have a penalty.
Great control. Tute.
There's an advantage playing for Rotoiti.
Oh, Matty Garland's off his feet.
We're going to take it back.
Oh.
That's right in the front of the post. What will Rotoiti do from here?
Gee. Oh, the flag's out. The linesman's got his flag out. He's seen something. Our referees aren't calmed up today, so they've got to do the old school walk in and have a bit of a chat and a cup of tea while the boys get their breath back.
Sorry, Whānau, we were just checking to see if there was a replay to find out what had happened with this penalty.
Yeah,
Nico's calling out the captain, Axel Honeck, and by the looks of it, Tute Grant.
yeah. I think you've been over the top, eh? On the
No
cleaner.
doubt Stevie Coffin will be chewing the ear off the referee.
So what's the verdict?
Just looks like a penalty going back to either where the incident happened on the sideline or to the middle of the field.
Oh.
Captain's call.
Well, they're going to go to the line. They're going to go to the line for the drive. Hopefully he can get this close. Johnny Ririnui. Hopefully he can get this close to the try line of Whakarewarewa. Create some pressure. 7-0 still to Whakarewarewa. 26 minutes into the game.
Oh, that's got to be
Pinpoint.
5 metres from the line.
5. The skills, the experience, beautiful.
Again, Rotoiti will be looking to maul this over, especially
more
with that
trickies.
first maul up in the middle. Strong maul, strong up the front. Can Whakarewarewa hold them off this close to the try line?
The power they're driving more before, you'd think that would be their go-to. Oh, Axel.
Nearly a
Ryan
steal
with the
there,
win.
but
There it
Tamati
is.
Ryan with the take.
Wade's got the ball
Rotoiti
at the
is
back.
strong. Whakarewarewa holding
Here
them
comes
up.
the Rick Cavalry. Well,
We have the backs in there. Do they know what they're doing? And it's a turnover there for Whakarewarewa.
They must have managed to
collapsed
wrap
the
the
maul.
ball up. They wrapped the ball up, eh? Collapsed maul.
Collapse small turnover to Whakarewarewa. They did well there to hold
We'll
off
go to
that
the Ruck and
strong
More
forward
replay
pack.
there, Seb. We're going to go to the Ruck and More replay on that one just to see what happened. Whakarewarewa did really well to get in there and disrupt the drive. Reese Hoipa not happy. He knows that there was an opportunity missed.
Not taking anything away from that more, though they are strong in that area, and no doubt we'll be seeing that quite a few more times today.
Oh yeah, they love to do the drive in more Rotoiti. Especially with the size of the forward pack they have and the experience. It's a defensive scrum.
Oh, that is
Oh,
that is a strong shunt
oh,
there
it's
from
an early
Rotoiti.
push though. It's a free kick.
Free kick goes to Whakarewarewa.
Seth Wade and the new boy Muscle. Oh, they've got a bit of muscle in there for Muscle. But it was too early. Free kick. Abe was ready to go quick.
Rotoiti still on the attack here in the half. Rotoiti's ball. There was only a free kick, whānau.
True. Short. Going for short
I
line out.
was looking for the quick throw, knowing that it was only a free kick and it was Rotoiti's ball.
We've got Abe Tito out there in the back line. Abe and Sean Whittaker out in the back line. We've got a 5 man line out call. Just a bit of a lost ball here, whānau. Might have gone down the poor ringa awa. Here we go. Time
Again, thank you for tuning in, whānau, from wherever you are in New Zealand, across the world. Big thank you to local Gecko Productions for putting this on for us.
Tamati, an overthrow, not straight.
Unlucky with that wind. That wind is getting stronger as the day goes on.
Yeah, a bit of a crosswind coming left to right as you look at the screen. So Whakarewarewa got the benefits of that wind, and 7-0 with 10 minutes to go. Rotoiti to be quite happy where they are at the moment.
Yeah, that is probably a 15 to 10 point wind.
In the old school ways, yeah, I'd say 15. But with a kicker like Johnny Maro, I could say 20. The experience of his boot.
Oh, he's not that good, Rich. He's not that good.
Here we go. Two Moors parked up in behind the back line here. We might have something on. They look like they're going to run.
That's a solid scrum there from Henry Kershaw up here against Seth Shinks.
Ruben Vaipo receive. Cassius made it go.
Oh, and that's a forward pass there. The forwards are from scrum to scrum.
Was Medigal in their training spell?
Matty G has been appearing at training, so he's been
That's awesome.
showing the way for the young fellas. Even though he's busy with the Chiefs, the wider training squad.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Still making an appearance for Whakarewarewa.
That's the beauty of our club rugby. We can have these boys come back from that environment and share his knowledge.
Sorry, Henry Kershaw, I got that wrong. That's Johnny Lessie up against Seth Shinks. Looking well out there too, my mate. Haven't seen you pull the jersey down once today.
Tara Fata with the feed. 8 Tito, 8-9, going short side. Whakataki's on the outside. Oh, let's play for territory. Bit of pressure on the winger there.
Tute Grant coming in.
Tute Grant, powerful runner.
If that pass was away, I believe Matty G was away down the sideline.
Timothy looks
The
at the
slow
clear.
ball here. The slow ball.
Oh, out the back. Space. There's space. Oh, the intercept was on for Stephen Coffin. He would have been under the posts.
I think there were too many options there for Ruben Vaipo. Was unsure of what he wanted to do.
Yeah, he's going to
He
kick.
had the vision.
Yeah.
He had one choice, then he made another. Ended up being the bad choice.
Yeah.
Wrong decision there, Ruben Vaipo.
Good Raukura name, no kura player.
Ex-head boy.
Yep, yeah, well, we've had prefix galore out here today. Head boy 2011, 12.
Oh, you're stretching my memory there, Rich.
Going back into the archives there. So going back to the banner, Whakarewarewa have won this third banner in the last 21 years. They've won it 11 times. So it shows the dominance of CBOP rugby that Whakarewarewa have built over the last 21 years. But their foe has always been Rotoiti. They played the Bay-wide final against Rotoiti in 2002. Whakarewarewa taking the title, and in 2006, I think the current coach Clayton McMillan was captain in 2002. Those were great rivalries, and the Wayne Ormans and Joe Gotts played for Rotoiti back then, and we had
Greg Gillies from
Greg
Whakarewarewa, who was the captain in 2006. I believe he still has that photo hanging up in his house.
Oh, that's awesome. Whakarewarewa both times.
Probably about 15 kgs ago.
Yeah. He's got a few more whāngai boys though, sons, eh? His recruitment's going well for the club. long as that hangi is nice, that's all I'm looking forward to after this game.
Always a good spread here at Whakarewarewa. Always
nailed
looking after our visitors, our manuhiri.
Manakitanga at its best. Jaya More with the throw.
Excellent take there. Putting the halfback under pressure though. Maybe the Rotoiti players came through the line out a little bit too early.
Wade was through like a flash.
Oh, and he's gone down too. He's really hurt him.
Timothy again. He's in the wars today. Bring on Nerehana. Nerehana Tare.
Another strong name, the Tare name from Rotorua Rugby.
Oh, beautiful name. His dad played for EP back in the day when they won back-to-back in 91-92. Nerehana's now come over to Whakarewarewa to don the red and black jersey.
Welcome home, Kazi. There he is on the sideline if the camera's getting him in action.
Yeah, he's warming up. Waikite's captain last year. Had a great season last year. He's worked on his fitness.
I was just going to say, I'm not too sure if it's the jersey being tight or a couple extra puttings over Christmas.
Koro Lipi Sinner's been drilling him down at the HP, the High Performance Centre. Neri is a great trainer. Yep, looks like we're going to make the sub. Paul Timothy's worse for wear. Wade Pereira come in and gave him the crusher special.
Yeah, Timothy's been leading his full pack around quite well in this first half, this first 30 minutes. So it'll be sad to see him go. But the experience that Nerehana brings on is obviously going to lift up the forward pack for Whakarewarewa, and well done for him coming over to Whakarewarewa. It's not hard, it's not easy, sorry, coming from one club to another. So welcome to the club, cuz.
Yeah, kia ora. Kia ora. He's got high aspirations in rugby, has our Nerehana.
We wish Timothy well. I hope his recovery is speedy and we see him back out on the training field on Monday.
Yeah, he's up and walking, bro, so might be just a little bit of a head knock. Precaution, we've got to take precaution for our players. Safety is paramount.
That's a flash word there, cuz. Paramount.
Only just warming up. Whakarewarewa on attack. Oh, they got Jerome Campbell, the lock, or the flanker out here, out wide. They're going to go wide channel. Tumua's far. Yeah, okay. Now play a 1-3-3-1 maybe.
Don't be letting our secrets out too early, please, Rich.
Dougie's in the midfield there, though, with Cassius. What a formidable midfield.
And they've gone with the risky. Oh, let's play on. They've gone with the risky line out. No, it hasn't paid off. Just not straight call there.
Rotoiti let off the hook there.
Thought that was one of those tricky throw to the back.
Yeah,
lift the back, lift her up.
Tricky,
But
alright.
it's not going there.
Tricky and a risky play with this wind.
Definitely. But in the right area of the field to be able to do that sort of stuff, throw caution to the wind.
Yep.
No pun there.
No pun intended. Oh. Shout out to our sponsors, Whānau One Foundation, Rock and More, Te Aue Kōtuku Consultancy, and Light It Up AV. Thank you to our sponsors for sponsoring the event, for us to be here today and streaming out live to the world, all the way from Te Puarenga Park, Whakarewarewa Club Rooms.
5 minutes till half time. What are you expecting from here, Rich?
Oh, defence, Johnny Mudd set up, he's in the boot, he's going to be kicking to clear, I'd say, just to get out of trouble. Oh no, Tara's going short side. Oh, high risk play again.
That's a tackle without the ball though.
Yeah.
They were lucky to get the penalty there.
Yep, they got the penalty.
The tackler there just not opening his eyes, assuming that he was going to catch the ball.
I think if Rotoiti can hold out and go into half time at 7-0, it'll be quite an encouraging second half. Bit of pressure.
And the wind behind their back in the second half too.
Yeah. They've hustled well to keep Whakarewarewa out.
Also good to see the numbers from both teams. Both have full benches.
Yeah.
And I hear great numbers have been at trainings. Putting in 2 full two full squads with our Bs development team and then this game.
Yeah, that's awesome to see. The depth of the club comes from the development side and the having numbers to be able to chop and change and cover injuries. And Reese Hoipa off the top, beautiful ball, two-handed take. Johnny Mudd, we're going to go wide. Stevie Coffin's out here. Tito. Offload. Stevie Coffin on the carry.
That's some skill showing there from the big fella, being able to wrap his hand around there and give that offload. Te rā standing there, first five.
Muscle with the carry. Just plop forward.
Another carry for the big man.
No, he's
pumping
done well.
his legs. He's not giving up. He's giving his team the best opportunity going forward. Kingita coming in. First
Beautiful
receiver.
Step, Tame Curtis. Welcome back, Tame Curtis, to Premier Rugby. Out with an elbow injury. Reset halfback. Tara at first receiver again. That's great defensive line speed from Whakarewarewa.
Ball's placed there for Te Rā. PJ coming into first five.
Low pass PJ. Yes, he gets it away. John Ririnu with the carry. Dougie's in there. Recycled ball. They're losing ground though.
Losing ground but still have possession of the ball.
The Whakarewarewa line is very, very well drilled. They're staying connected, they're talking, communicating.
If they can hold off this pressure here, going into half time is going to be good for them. Likewise with Rotoiti holding on to this ball and going on in only 7 points behind.
Wade Pereira on the break in the wide channel. Te Rā first receiver again, Reese Hoipa onto Tamati Ryan. Tamati, he goes straight
Ryan through the middle.
Hole. They should have come this way. The overlap was on the side. Kingita was calling for it. Wade Pereira out wide. They're getting the offloads. Tame Curtis.
Not wrapping ball
strong.
in man.
You have a penalty with 2 minutes to go. That's some good play. Good defence as well. Whakarewarewa. Great defence. Making their defence offence. Hold double whistle.
Good control though from Rotoiti to hold their ball, and they were losing ground but stayed composed enough to keep the ball in hand. Moving the field, moving from side to side.
Yeah, side to side. Tamati found a bit of a hole there, bit of a penetration through the gap.
Just a reminder, whānau, if you believe one of these players out here is the player of the day, send that message through. Local Gecko Productions have a voucher for their player of the day.
Wairata Tahuri o Rangi running the waters. What a man.
Illegally, I must say. No one can enter the field during a penalty.
Getting technical here down at our Whakarewarewa club. He's attacking line out, 1 minute to go till half time. If Rotoiti can score here, it's all on for the second half.
Do they keep it in the forwards and rumble it forward, or do they let the exciting backs let loose?
I'd have a go. I'd throw it out. We've got Tito and Stevie Coffin out wide here. I'd have a go. I'd go
Two of their
wide.
best runners for their forward pack out and wide.
Yeah. I'd run the decoy.
That's a noodly lift from Whakarewarewa.
It's
Instead of free kick, it's a play on.
Good tidy up from the prop Muscle. Joseph Muscle. Here we go.
The forwards are rumbling.
It's all on now. Nere's trying to get in there. He's ripped it out.
It's a steal from Nerehana Tare.
Tare. Earning his keep today. He's going to get a couple of hangies for that rip.
I believe he only needs a half. No puttings to either, cuz.
Low to the ground, centre of gravity.
We're on referee's time here.
Yeah, we're going in. He's just been given the word. It's half time, brother. His linesman must want his power aid. Nico's looking. He wants to keep the action going.
Great throw there. Fast up the front. Letting their backs go out wide.
Kingita on the burst.
The gap.
That looked a bit high above the shoulders. Te Rā on the arc. Wide ball to Tamati. Tamati Ryan, great to be back into rugby, Tamati. I think their ball is just a little bit slow for the attack. Abe's close to the ruck. The setting play.
Whakarewarewa need to bring their backs out into the back line on the defence. They have a few forwards out there.
The rumble call's coming. Here comes the rumble. They're going to rumble for the last... Abe will go, he'll go all day. Seth's right there. Forwards just need a bit of unison.
Maybe Nerehana needs to get back in there and show the Force how to do it.
Holy
Big
hicka.
Henry Kershaw, was that? Going in for the blow.
bulldozer. Oh, they must be
And
close.
there's a penalty coming.
The hands went up.
Henry Kershaw.
I think he knocked
Into-
it on. He knocked it on diving for the line. Oh, Henry Kershaw.
Henry
the
Kershaw
bulldozer.
comes up with a huge play.
The bulldozer. Yeah, I think he knocked it on just diving for the line because the Rotoiti crowd down there in their corner, they went up. Man, that would have been crucial. Score remains 7-0. Oh, 2 minutes extra time. All those bulldog calls, eh?
Pressure still on though. Pressure still on. Rotoiti with the throw in the line out. Straight over the end. Nerehana
Nerehana on the
Tare to clean
clean
up that mess there.
Oh, beautiful clean up there. The awareness of the halfback. Shaki playing halfback out to.
He'll take it in there. No options going wide.
Oh,
He's
that's
going to have to
Tuti
go
Grant.
back into his forwards.
Yep, Tuti Grant.
Oh, and that's a
Oh,
penalty.
yeah.
Great turnover there. Who was that?
Sean Werehiko over
Sean
the
Werehiko
ball.
over the ball.
Wow.
Copybook.
Copybook. Good Whakarewarewa again. Must have been well coached in his days.
Sorry about that.
Good wide base and he was over there, Paul. What are they going to do? Going to have enough time for a line out, or Johnny Mudder was looking at the post? Oh, he's going to have a kick into the teeth of the wind.
Like I was saying earlier, though, I've been in many teams with this star who has clutched a few wins for us.
John Rinui, eh? From Ngā Pāpaka, o Rangataua.
Ratana Pā.
Just looking at the body language, Rotoiti looked pumped. Waka's done well though, defended well. Especially when you got a bulldozer like Henry Kershaw coming in like he did.
Oh, it'll be interesting to see what the territory and position are over
Yeah.
this half.
Could be 50-50, I'd say.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Yeah. Was all Waka for the first 20 minutes.
Rotoiti coming back strong for this last 20 in the first half. This must be the last play of the first half.
Yep. 4 minutes overtime, referee's time. It's been a great half too. All those tuning in all around the world. Coming to you live.
Number 10 there, Kingita Boise. Oh, Kingita Boise. Oh, she's.
Johnny Mudd. Don Rinui. Oh, ho, ho! Into the teeth of the wind. Oh, that's a beautiful kick in the context of the game. We go 7-3 into half time with the win behind Rotoiti for the second half. It's all on, whānau.
What a kick, man. Holy, he's put that game right back into it. Rotoiti is still there. Going in there 7-3 at half time, man. You have to be happy.
I'd be
What
happy.
do you believe the coaches will be saying at half time?
For Rotoiti, I'd be saying let's play territory, use that, the educated boot of Johnny Mudd and Kingita and put the ball in the corners. Try and trap Whakarewarewa down into their own half and then create pressure from there. What would Whakarewarewa coaches be saying, bro?
Yeah, Coach Jerry, he'll be. I'm not too sure if he'll be happy about that first half. The first 20, like you said, Waka had it sort of over them, and then in that the last 20, Rotoiti had all of the ball. They did well in the defensive though. They were able to withstand that pressure from Rotoiti and when they had that ball for the 20 minutes. Outstanding player so far.
Oh, yeah, Whakarewarewa has to be Tuti Grant. He's done well at the back. He's defended well. He's run well. He scored a try. You know, it's good to have these young players come back to the CBOP area and play within our clubs here in the red and black. For Rotoiti, my standout player would be for Rotoiti. Had to be John Rinui, I'd say, with his educated kick. You know, he's finding touches. He's kicked the goal into the wind, into the teeth of the wind. Yes. And we just got the call, whānau. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
He's like a 15-year-old one. One more to go, I reckon. He'll probably end up going to like a whole nother hit. I've seen some wicked ones, cuz. People that were like this tall, dude. Yeah, so the very last year was about like this tall, yeah, bro. And then Ratchet the next year after that, he's just another foot higher. And those dudes like me who just stole up at 15. Never realised how tall I am in these
Welcome back, whānau. Here we are. We're going to go into the second half. 7-3 Whakarewarewa lead in the great clash of the Titans. Tūhaurangi Ngāti Wāhia versus Ngāti Pikiao. Whakarewarewa versus Rotoiti. John Rinui to kick off. Rotoiti with a 15-point win at their backs. Down 7-3. Nerihana with the receive. Straight back to Ruben Vaipor. The clearance. Great clearance too. There's raukura everywhere in this game.
Yeah, welcome back, whānau, to the second half of our Rotoiti versus Whakarewarewa. We're just trying to track down the scores for all the other local games happening around Rotorua, and we'll get back to you with that. But man, what an exciting first half there was.
Was great first half. Mayor St. Mike's playing Nungatai out at Nungatai. Yep. That'll be a humdinger.
Wakete and Kaukura playing today?
No, I think they both had the opposite sides of the draw, so they both had the bye. Ruben Vaipor with
That's
the
a
chip.
cheeky little kick over the top of the back line there. Can he get through? That's tackled
Te
without the
Rāwhata
ball.
on the clean up.
Tackled without the
Tai
ball, but
Edwards
the
on the
referees
break.
missed that.
Shaq Stone off the tackle. Good set. Tommy Curtis in there. Clearance. Muscle. Went backwards. Kingita with the clean up. Great clean up there by Kingita Kingi. Got a bit of a shoulder on him though. It was a good hit.
So far we have one replacement for Whakarewarewa. That's Arana Miller coming on for Henry Kershaw.
Okay.
Axel Honock with a great tackle there. Kingita Kingi cleaning up that mess behind him.
A bit high. Chopped the knee, Kingita.
Tyrone there with a solid tackle on Kingita coming in forward strong.
I'm impressed with this Whakarewarewa defensive line and their line speed.
Let's just hope they can hold off on the discipline, making sure that they keep on side there. So far so good.
There's the forced pressure, that's the pressure from that defensive line, creating a knock on. The pressure is, I'm just so impressed with this Whakarewarewa defensive line.
And the back should be congratulating the forwards there, leading the way in the defensive line, coming up strong. Yeah, so at the moment I can see only one replacement for Whakarewarewa. Richie's going to have a quick look to see if there's any replacements for Rotoiti out there.
I think the team is as is. Changes will come. Oh, Tommy Curtis came on earlier in the first half. He came on for the centre. Came on for Whakataki. Whakataki's gone off and Cunningham's gone off and Tommy Curtis has come on. So one cousin replaces another cousin. It's all about whānau and whakapapa here, whānau. Nerihana with the feed. Oh, at least there. So just to go over the banner structure, the CBOP committee has structured it in, it's a 6-team competition and there's 3 teams per pool. So Whakarewarewa, Rotoiti and Kaukura on one side and Nongotaha, Mara St. Mike's and Waikitea on the other side. It's a 3-week round robin and then one in the first place from each pool contests the banner.
No score update, unfortunately. We haven't been able to get that score through to us, but we'll keep trying.
Nerihana Tāre to feed the Whakarewarewa scrum. We've got Matty G out in the centres with outside Cassius. Ruben Vaipor first 5. Something exciting's brewing. Missed pass. Matty G on the outside break. Feeds to Tute Grant down the sideline. He's got Shek on the inside. Shek, Stone, back inside to Cassius. And Ruben Vaipor finishes off a great backline move. The class of Whakarewarewa backs.
What hands.
Beautiful.
Excitement. Whoa.
Oh, the rock and more replays to come. I want to see this again. Here it is. The missed pass from Vaipor to Matty G on the outside break. Tame misses going low. The offload, Tute Grant down the sideline. Shek positions himself on the inside very well. Cassius, great regain. And the first 5 backing up on the inside. Ruben Vaipor with the try. That came off that defensive pressure created, Sam.
Yeah, definitely. So started way back then. Rotoiti having the ball, and then Waka coming up strong in their defence, causing that knock-on, leading into a solid scrum there with the inclusion of Arana coming on. So welcome to the club, Arana, all the way from Te Puke.
Okay.
And Tute adding the 2 extra points there.
Oh, they were give a bit of relief. 14-3 to Whakarewarewa. That's into the teeth of the wind. But their backs are always going to be dangerous when you got a fella like Matty G out there, the chief and the Māori All Black. He's always going to beat you on the outside.
But it was the work off the ball from the players to make sure that they were positioned well to receive the pass.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That I enjoyed watching.
The exhibition of backhand play. Shaq Stone, a great touch player, plays for New Zealand. Lockin Touch Club.
And he better not get injured because we're off to nationals, guys. Go the Bay.
Shaki Stone, he's the son of Morris Stone, the legend. Older brother Morris played for New Zealand as well. Oh, it's New Zealand players all over the place. Māori players as well. Beautiful. Netted with the receive.
Deep kick into the 22 there.
Ruben Vaipor with the clearance. He's all class. He's all class.
Well, that stayed in. That's awesome chase up. Oh,
knock
awesome
on.
Chase from Tumua though.
Yep. Knocked it on though.
As
just
they say,
got a fingertip.
the kick is only as good as the chase.
Ooh, that's a beauty one there, Sam. But it just held up in the wind, eh? You know, and the
Shows
bounce
how
of the
strong
ball.
their wind is, eh?
The bounce of the rugby ball, whānau. Tumua Cunningham just knocked it on. Abe Tito was back there though. It was really exciting. Let's see what happens here. We got Rotoiti feed to the scrum on halfway. Peter John, we got Peter John at fullback. Tahi Edwards out wide on the wing.
Just while the scrum is forming, I just want a big shout out to my niece out there. Going through some hard times. Lucky that we have strong support there. Kapai cousin T for looking after that.
Johnny Riri Nui.
Ooh, is
Too
that
much
strong?
wheat bix. He was always going to kick. I could see him at first 5 off that scrum. You could see he was always going to look for one of the corners, but he just misjudged that one.
Yeah, just a misjudge there. Unlucky because he's looking in the right areas of the field because that's where you need to play to be able to score those tries and keep the pressure on.
We're almost in a repeat position we were for the last try. What's the alternative move going to be? Might be an 8-9, eh? Just to catch them napping.
Well, Big Cassius hasn't been used on attack, so maybe it could be just a simple 1-2 crash, set up in the midfield, then come wide.
Yep. Big 6'3", second 5, Cassius. Miso.
And he'll
Play
be
it again.
thriving playing inside, experienced player like Matty G.
Oh, man. The abundance of talent this Whakarewarewa backline have. All the way out to the wings.
Let's see how this scrum goes for Whakarewarewa.
I'm picking to go the short side. Tute Grant, bring him in.
First job first though, must win the scrum.
Here we go, 8-9.
Ooh.
Oh, no advantage. Went straight to the penalty. Standing up in the front row there.
Just piling on the pressure, I believe.
Too early.
Unlucky there for Seth Wade.
Timing, eh?
You could see that they were aiming for that, coming through the middle.
Trying to get at the upper hand there in the front rows. The front row club.
Just looking for anyone out there watching this on the sideline, if you have any refreshments to hand on into the commentary team.
Getting a bit dry.
Getting a bit dry with this commentary, so if there's any people out on the sideline that have a couple extras. Waka here in great position.
Jerome Campbell's way out on the wing there. Got Dougie Edwards in the midfield. It's we got options all over the place. Got to win this line out though. Jaya More with the throat.
Strong win. Surely he'll be going to the front, make it easy. Oh, he's gone. He's
He's
gone to the back. Risky.
Tara with the clean up.
Be a good battle out there with the 2 9s. Couple of experienced players with Nerehana and Tera.
Both good mates from Rokura days too.
Kick downtown just to get them out of trouble.
John
Relieve the pressure. Good take by Shaq, keeping his feet in, twinkle toes. Passing back in there to Tute Grant, who has had an exceptional first half. Let's see what he can do, bringing it up from the back. Strong carry there. Let's hope he's got support in there. Tuma, he's looking for action. He's coming in close.
He's a worker. He's a worker. He'll look for work 2 more all day. That's how he got player of the year last year. Oh, we got a hand.
Axel Honick just needs to leave the cutout passes to the backs.
Matty G on the break. Offload off the ground. Axel's got the ball now. Oh, Tito's got in there and spoilt it. Big kick from John Ririnu with this wind. Shacky's great positioning from Shaq.
Second in a row. Great take.
Jaya More's back to help him. Sean got to make that tackle. Tai Edwards.
Over the top for Jaya. He's going to have to hold that himself. Oh, he's done extremely well there, Jaya More, holding that whole Rotoiti forward pack up with a penalty coming forward.
Not quite right there. Tamati Ryan coming in from the side. Oh, they're falling off their feet. Shaq's down his positional play. Beautiful positional play. Any young fella watching out there. John Ririnu trying to rake off the meters and Shaq's just nullifying all of those kicks.
Yeah, and just a reminder, whānau, if you're out there, make sure you put in a comment to see who your player of the day is. We have a voucher here from local Gecko Productions.
Shout out to our sponsors, One Foundation, Light It Up AV, Te Aue Kōtuku Consultancies, and the Rock and More whānau.
Impressed with our front rowers. They've put in some time today.
Got some subs coming on there, Sam. We've got a Hunter Wharero coming on. He's played for Wakatu in the past and Nongotaha. So Hunter's doing a little bit of the rounds because of his whakapapa whānau. He's connected everywhere. He's the son of Thomas Wharero, the legend. Pukeao legend.
Looks like Wade's going to be playing the full 80. He's moved into prop with Hunter coming into hooker.
The fitness of the man to go from hooker to prop and play a full game. Awesome.
Great line-out take from Axel Honick. Referee holding up the loose forwards there. Dougie, as always, taking it up the middle. Strong.
Good carry. Slow ball. Johnny Lessie. Another set. Here we go. Rubens on the open. Oh, that's a great run. Knocked it on the tackle.
Knocked it on the tackle, but that camera work from outside there. Great positioning.
Tute Grant, I think it was, came into the back line. He's having a good game, Tute. He's really added some zing to this from the back. But mind you, when you're outside the class of Ruben, Vaipo, Cassius, Miso, Matty G, Skipworth Garland. Oh, Kuida's come on. Number 22. Kuida is a Mako.
Better known as Hush.
Hashi.
The Hashimoto.
Hashimoto.
He is going to add some experience and some zing to this already flash back line here. Looks like Ruben Vaipo's gone off and Cassius Misa has shifted into first 5, Matty G into second 5, leaving Akira Hush.
I've never seen Cassius play first. Akira would be the first 5 in the set play now. Or Cassius. Oh, beautiful. Man of many talents. Here we go. He's using that wind straight down the middle.
That's easily 70.
Oh,
70 metres. That's a... Oh, that could be gone too
just
far.
Right. It's just right. They're going to drop out from their goal line. The new rules. The new rules is the drop out from the goal line, eh, Seb? First time we're going to see this whānau for 2021.
Oh no.
Oh, they're not playing the new rules. Oh, they're on the old rules.
And that shows how lethal that kick can be from one side of the field to the other end of the field.
90 metres on the fly. Johnny Ririnui. Still 14-3 to Whakarewarewa though. 14 minutes into the second half, whānau. Tute Grant to drop out. Abe Tito on the carry.
He only knows one way, and that's forward.
Don't argue. Gives two more. Don't argue.
He gives 100 every game.
Abe
And when he's
Tito.
running meters like that,
Stevie Coffin, the captain, straight into the new boy.
I don't know.
Good tackle though, ball and all. There he goes again. He's got an offload. Oh, we're down the sideline now.
Tute Grant and
Oh, he put a toe to it. Young
Tute
Whittingham
Grant in
Curtis.
the right place at the right time.
Here we go, it's counter-attack time. Abe Tito. On the
Whakarewarewa and
counter.
1s and 2s on their defensive line. Let's see if Rotoiti can scramble some position here.
Kingita on the dance. Tara going short side. Oh, he's found. Tamati Ryan out wide.
He's always looking out wide. Strong runner he is.
Some clean ball. Yep, wait on the burst.
Great tackle, team tackle there from Axel Honeck.
Axel Honeck.
Arana Miller.
Peter John. Medi G. Johnny Mudd goes back and retrieves
The
the
two
ball.
cousins meet one-on-one. Akira Hush coming forward through the ruck. Is it a turnover? It is to Whakarewarewa, putting on the pressure there through the ruck.
Good hustle there. Akira, the freshman.
Stalwart there.
Aye.
Dougie Edwards comes up.
Experience. Oh, we're going to go back to the Ruck and More replay of the big bustling run by Abe Tito. The Don't Argue, the two more Cunningham. This is Remember Me. Boom, you're gone. Beautiful run. But Whakarewarewa, with their constant pressure and the experience of Akira, turn the ball over. Those are some awesome replays from our cameramen, our Ruck and More replays. As we wait for the ball, we got the subs. Oh, Jaya Mori, he's had a great game for the Red and Blacks today. He's got the early call. Bernie Hutty comes on, replaces him, Prokohe Sorensen. Oh, great to see these young fellas in the mix. Coming into the Muru o Te Ahi.
Oh, we've got a bit
Prokohe.
of changes here. I'm just going to run through these changes. So we've got Bernie Hutty coming into hooker. Jaya shifted to prop. And we've got Prokohe playing his first game at number 6.
Number 6.
You can see he's a bit of a jumper at the front there of the lineup. Unlucky there with his first throw of the game, Bernie Hutty, just on the inside shoulder.
Yesterday though, he might be a bit of fatigue. You know, he might play a full game yesterday.
Well, he did have to run from the other side of the field, so he probably is tired.
Yeah. Good Muru Para boy. Raukura boy as well, and Prokohe. Some great service over the years in rugby for Rotorua Rugby. Axel's gone into lock with Mano Te Manawa, Nāwhika. Gee, that whole forward pack played for Raukura. First 15.
I think Dougie's old enough to be some of their fathers out there, eh? How long has he been around for, man?
He's the man, the legend. We'll have to find that out. How many games is he on? He must be close to 300 games for our club.
Oh, that's an excellent scrum there. Jaya More moving into prop,
Abe
holding
Tito.
it down.
Great
First
clean
game
up
there for
by Abe.
Prokohe going into flanker. He's getting straight into the action.
The pressure. Oh, Kingita gets caught.
It's going to be a penalty here for Rotoiti
Yep, Abe's off.
Prokohe coming straight over
not
to
on the mark.
straight over
not
the
on
ruck.
the mark.
and losing his feet. Huge shout out to the coaches out there for getting their teams together. Huge numbers at both teams, Tuesdays and Thursdays, fighting it out early on in the season.
14 streets of Whakarewarewa. Oh, he's missed touch. Has he found it? He's found it.
The touch judge is unsure here. I
No,
believe
wasn't in
it
position.
went out in goal.
Wasn't in position to
Rotoiti
see.
believe that it went out before the try line.
Oh, scrum back for Whakarewarewa.
Only the touch judge will know that. He was the man in the position there. And they've gone all the way back for a scrum, 5 metres.
Whakarewarewa
10 metres.
feed. Oh, what penalty? Oh, no. Signal was wrong there, Nico. Oh, there's a close-up on the Ty Mitchell trophy. Oh, that's been in existence since 1923. It's as big as the biggest log of wood. It's bigger than the Ranfurly Shield. And it's another trophy that we play for here in the CBOP Central Bay Rugby. Every time a team meets, the holder has to put it up to the challenger.
Oh, unlucky there. Wade was just piling on the pressure against Jaya More in that scrum. But just a little bit too early. Need to get the timing right for that to happen again.
Ty Mitchell, the Ty Mitchell Shield, named after Ty Mitchell tangata. He tino rongo nui te karawara, and he did a lot for Māori rugby back in the 20s and the 30s. Was a great player himself as well, Ty Mitchell. Land surveyor, he did it all. He was on all local councils, everything, Ty Mitchell. Great man for Rotorua Sub-Union.
Who did he play for, Rich?
Who did he play for? I think it was a Tarawa team back in the day. Probably played for Waikite. But I know he had a lot of ties with Ngāti Pikiao as well. So.
Oh, Axel Henwick has been excellent in the lineouts all day today, calling them, taking them in. Dougie Edwards comes up with the pop
back door and a step.
for
Try
Shaq
time.
Stone.
Under the post. The nifty 50 feet. The touch stance, razzle dazzle. Come on the back door off Akita. Try time. Split them.
Let's take
Sorry.
it back though, because Dougie Edwards.
No, we don't have a replay. Sorry.
Dougie Edwards would normally be taking that in strong, as he has been doing all day, and he's seen that the Rotoiti backline will come in strong for that defensive line, giving that pop up to Shaq Stone, who went straight through the middle, basically untouched.
Yeah. I think Dougie would have attracted about 3 or 4 tacklers, opening those holes up for Shaq. It's good to see. Here's the replay finally. As Sam called it, Akita onto Dougie. They're all on Dougie, and Shaq Stone through the middle. Man to beat. Oh, beautiful try, Shaq Stone.
He had to work hard for that try. It wasn't an easy try, but he did those the twinkle toe touch feet.
Well, he's fit because he's in preparation for the Nationals, for the Bay. So he's fit as you can see it. He's humming. He's pumped. He's pumped up. I've been impressed with Shaq Stone over the years in the 15-man game, been coming from touch. He's really worked hard on his game and his fitness. He's kept in shape. He's worked on his own game on the wing, and he's been a real great finisher for Whakarewarewa in the last 3 or 4 years, actually.
And he's also a utility, so he can play halfback. He can slip into halfback where needed, and then the speed and the step of the man out wide.
He's a Blazer boy too, eh?
Sure
Over
is.
50
Yeah,
games.
yeah. He's played a few games for the Red and Blacks. Dougie Edwards always giving the offload.
Oh, they're going to give it a bit of air now. Cassius, the big 6'3", second 5 centre. Matty G's on his outside.
Can he go all the
The
way?
gas
Who's
man.
on the inside?
He's gone.
Step on the inside. Matty
And
G.
then he'll
He's
just
going
power
underneath
under
the post.
the post. Oh, let's go to the Rock and More replay for that one.
Again, that was Dougie Edwards. Here we go. Dougie Edwards with the pass out wide. They're getting a little bit confident now. Putting some air to the ball. And that fend to the face. Matty G working on the inside.
Speed. We had speed, power, we had prowess, we had everything in that try. Cassius has been impressive. The 6'3" or 4. He's a man mountain.
Just while the kick is going, is happening, we have 2 more replacements coming on for the Red and Blacks. Young Alec Johnson is coming on, as well as Jarden making his debut for the Red and Black Premier team.
Jarden backing up from the reserve game, development game. Well done, Jarden Hoani. We have Bo Kiel, I think I saw on there too. He's come on, might have come on for, just check the name, who he's come on for. Might be Johnny Mudd. Yeah, Bo Kiel, he's another old stalwart for Rotoiti. Over 100 games for Rotoiti over the years he played. Probably in that 2011 final versus Te Puke for Rotoiti. Been a great player for Rotoiti over the years. Had about a 3-year break, and he's come back to help the troops, help the iwi out. I know Johnny Mudd's still out there. Kingita maybe. No, Kingita's still there. Tame.
It's important though that Whakarewarewa don't get too loose in this game. There is still quite a bit of time to play, and with that win behind Rotoiti, they need to still keep it in tight. Oh, that is a strong run. What we've gotten used to seeing over the years from Dougie Edwards. Another young player who backed up from yesterday's game, Ara Namila, who's new to Whakarewarewa, playing in the Bay game yesterday against Waikato.
Wicked. It's awesome.
Bernie Hutty, he likes the wing.
Yeah. Playing the Dane Coles out in the wide channels.
I think he's looking for a couple of pies.
Rotoiti got to be careful they don't lose their discipline here and the score can blow out. The way these backs are running and Whakarewarewa get confident, they're just going to let the ball have some air. 28-3 whānau, 25 minutes to go in the second half for the Spanner clash.
Just again, whānau, if you're watching this and you have whānau down here, just give them a text and tell them to send some refreshments down to us. Getting a little dry down here. A Lion Rouge maybe should partake in a couple of those. Excellent line out there off the top there from Axel Honeck. Let's see what these backs can do. Pokohe Sorensen
on the
first hit up.
The service from Nerehana Tare from halfback.
That's a great offload there. 2 offloads there. Tutek run has been excellent today. Great take there from the back.
Tame Curtis with the receive. Yep, they have the ball, Rotoiti.
Oh, that's been touched. Everyone's onside. Everyone's onside. No one's calling for it. Straight through the middle goes Cassius Misa. He's looking for support out wide. Great take there.
Tyrone Campbell and Carey.
It's still on down the blind. Pokohe Sorensen with the show and go.
Oh,
with the offload as well. Tumua Cunningham in for a try.
Pokohe Sorensen. Great Rotoiti name, Sorensen, playing in the red and blacks, offloading to another Rotoiti player of old. And the Ruckenmore replay whānau. Let's see the beautiful offloads and the fitness and explosion off the mark. Pokohe Sorensen, offload, Tumua Cunningham, try time. Beautiful try.
And just a little shout out there to Pokohe, his first game playing on the loose faults. He's usually a tight head prop, loose head prop or hooker, so he can play anywhere in the front row. And now he's playing out on the loose fault. He'll be loving it. Every front rower's dream to play out there.
He looks fit enough, Sam. He's done the mahi. The way that 10 metre burst there is unbelievable. His pace off the mark. Tute with the kick. Yep. 35-3 to Whakarewarewa. Well done.
Just want to add to there the reserves who have come on, the impact players. They've really come on and made a statement to their coaches that maybe they deserve to be starting, because they have definitely come on and made an impact.
Yeah, they got the depth on the sideline is for the bench for Whakarewarewa has been great. The injection, they've scored 3 or 4 tries since the insertion of those reserves. Maybe was the plan. But it's a luxury having depth like that come off your bench.
I've just been notified from our Whakarewarewa trustee committee that Dougie is on about 190 and he's looking to get 200 this season.
Wow. Here he is, the man himself.
Talking about him,
190 games
he
under the
just
belt.
keeps going.
He's going to get the 200 easy.
Backdoor play there from Pokohe, a little cheeky dab into the middle.
Oh,
Unlucky
Matty G,
for it not to come off. Knock
Let's-
on there from Matty G.
Let's talk more about Dougie Edwards though. Not many players around these days that will last or stay at a club that long. The loyalty of the man to stay at his club and captain his club, to play 190 games at this level. Big mihi and shout out to Dougie Edwards. And he's still out there. Look, it's nearly, he's going to play probably the full 80. The mana of the man. And great guy off the field as well. Great role model. Good for our young players coming through.
And moving into teaching as well, I believe, this year.
Cool.
So usually our team physio.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's going to take up the teaching degree, or take up the teaching degree.
Oh, what kind
So
he
all the
do?
all the best for him in that pathway. But man, what can't he do, this fella?
Dougie Edwards. Legend. Abe Tito off the back.
Oh, Pokohe forgot that he was a loose forward there, and he continued to push.
Axel Honix there though. Bit of a knock on from Tara. Yeah, Pokoe got caught napping there. He must have thought he was still in the front row.
First job first, push in the scrum. But remember, you're a loose forward now, Pokohe.
I just saw Bernie give him the reminder. Hey, you got 6 on your back. Defensive scrum for Whakarewarewa.
Nerehana's looked good since he's come on too, Rich?
The service from the base is lightning. He's just got a beautiful pass both ways.
I'm wondering if we can get him a jersey that he'll be able to fit. Or was it make the body fit the jersey? Akira now in first
Ooh.
5 gives a bit of a wild pass there.
Lady G on the clean up.
He's thrown it with one hand. Oh no, now they're starting to get a little bit too loose. Referee thought he was a player there picking up the loose ball.
35-3 up. I'll just give it a go now. Who's number 17? He's a man mountain, number 17 for Whakarewarewa.
Number 17 is Jaden, who has come on and made his debut
Oh.
for Whakarewarewa.
Oh, it is Jaden One. Backing up 2 games today.
An attacking position here for Rotoiti. Haven't had many opportunities in the second half, even though they've had the wind behind their back. Waka have kept them down in the other side of the field. Big scrum here needed from Rotoiti. Solid platform to release their backs out wide.
Abe off the back. O'Keel on the crash. Abe on the pick and go. Oh, they forced the error again. The defence is too good. Whakarewarewa. Oh, 2 more.
Tuma did well there, realising that he couldn't go onto the player while he was down.
Ball's out.
Great pressure there from Whakarewarewa coming through the middle.
Good
Could see
hustle.
Bernie up there. He's sucking in the big ones after that. 10-metre run.
Not enough wind sprints.
Or sprints at all, I believe.
Hunter Wharero with the throw into the line out here. Oh. Just waiting. Shout out to our sponsors, Light It Up AV, Ruck and More, Te Aue Kōtuku Consultants. And there's one more whānau. One Foundation. Kia ora. Oh, Bo Kiel with the carry, bit of an awkward fall.
Just a shout out to Mike too, just waiting for our payment of refreshments coming through. If you hear us out there, Mike,
Number 4 is down.
empty promises I believe.
Good positioning by Tumua Cunningham. He's coming midfield.
Oh, that's gotta be high. Just a
Stevie
slip,
Coffin.
just a slip there. Nothing intentional.
Stevie Coffin was going for him.
Nothing intentional in that tackle. Just a missed timing.
Yeah.
Slip of the arm.
Tumua, I think his evasion was good.
The quick tap.
No, referee's
No,
not.
the referee is not having a bar of that. He needs to talk to number 7 captain Stevie Coffin.
I think a little bit of frustration coming out. Just a late, threw his arm out late, hey?
Bit of a scuffle in the first half. Sort of eventuated to nothing, and everyone's, it's been a real clean game
Settled
from
down.
there on in.
It has been a good game.
Exciting game. Good to see with the dry conditions, Whakarewarewa's backs light up. Show us what they can do on the surface like this.
Yeah, the hard track. They're always hard to beat on the hard track.
Oh, that's a harsh call there from referee
Can you
Nico.
Yellow.
But anything around the neck must be a yellow
okay.
card.
We have a sin bin whānau. 7 minutes to play. That's the end of his game for today. So Rotoiti will play the remainder of the game with 14 players.
7 minutes to play. Don't forget to comment who your player of the day is, so we can give the voucher from local Gecko Productions.
Big shout out to the whānau, to the crowd that have turned up today to come and support our 2 local clubs in this first game. It's been great conditions, and I'm pretty sure the whānau out there have been hanging out to see some good rugby. Never to be disappointed when it comes to Rotoiti and Whakarewarewa.
Just a one mistake, I suppose, is that one missed kick there, trying to carve off an extra few metres, when really, with a win like this, 5-10 metres is all we need just to get the ball back again.
Oh, they must have knocked on though. Rotoiti knocked on in retrieval.
Harsh call, I believe, that came off the knees, but only one man in the middle, and he has the whistle.
Yeah, Nico, our referee. Shout out to Nico and the refs and the linesmen for giving up their time today. Nere hana to feed. Oh, free kick, early shunt. Tara with the tap. Back to that man, Abe. Oh,
And
he'll always
he's
beat
been
the
strong
first
all day, eh? He could be up there for one of the player of the day.
He just lost the ball in contact. Here's Cassius. He's had a good game, this boy. And he's in.
Wow.
Wow, what can you say?
One missed tackle there from Johnny Mudd, leading into that try from Cassius. Had to burn off a few metres.
6'4".
Getting a meat pie there for the day, Cassius Misa. He'll be happy about that.
He's had a good game backing up from yesterday too, playing against a strong Waikato side for the Bay. Cassius showing his fitness. Oh, we got the ruck and more replay. There's the fumble from Abe. Tito in contact, and Cassius, he breaks the first tackle, and now it's one man to beat to the line. Valiant effort, but try. Great try by Cassius.
Huge shout out to the front rowers, still in the game. Seth Shink, good to see you still out there, bro. Running the meters.
Yeah, Seth does a lot of work at the gym too, I must say. I see him there most mornings, working on his fitness. He's been in the game a while now too. Playing front row is no easy feat to play 80 minutes.
Tute Grant's been impressive with the boot today.
Stand out.
Is that 100% so far?
Yep. Stand out. 42. Yep. 6 converted tries. Tute Grant, take your head off. 4 more minutes to go. 42-3 to Whakarewarewa. Is this his debut for Whakarewarewa? Debut game. Work it. They look an exciting side. First game up of the season.
If you believe you have the courage or the skills to get behind the mic, whānau, send a message to Mike Miller and we'll see what we can do for you. It's not that hard. It's not that easy, I tell you. When you got pressure on you, trying to call the names, the numbers, the team sheets are all wrong. We have to guess who they are out there. So aroha mai if we get your name wrong. They're throwing a contract at me, whānau, so maybe it's just me.
In negotiation.
Shaq Stone down the
Coming
wing.
on across.
Kenneth Speed, get him there. Pass,
Back
inside
inside.
pass to Cassius
it's
Misa.
Cassius Miso. Misa, yeah. Aye. He's got another one.
He's got a double.
Another one.
2 meat pies for the big fella today.
Wow. What a good breakout there. The class. Shaq Stone, we've got a Whakarewarewa replay. Hopefully, yes, here we go. Wide ball, Medi G. Last line, Shacky with the bait, with the gas. Finds a support player. And bit of deception. Cassius. Woohoo!
What was impressive from that replay is we can see the amount of support Whakarewarewa had coming up through the middle there.
All hungry for their try, eh? Sign of a good team, a fit team as well that can keep supporting the ball runners. There's Tute's record, 100% record on the line.
Oh, there it goes. These that commentators curse. If he misses a shot, you need to shout him rich.
I'll shout him a lemonade.
Beautiful. Sugar-free, please.
Sugar-free lemonade, Sprite. Oh, here comes Seth, bro. Or is he just making his way to halfway? Tute Grant, 47-3, Whakarewarewa, kick to come. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to put that down to you, Rich. You had to go there and you went there.
47-3, whānau. 2 minutes to go. Again, a big thank you to those that have tuned in to watch this live stream from local Gecko Productions today. This Clash of the Titans. Whakarewarewa have streaked away 47-3 with a minute to play. It's been a great day of rugby. 2 very good entertaining games. Oh, deemed high. Yep, Tamati slipped up just a little bit. Heka, that was a hook. In golf, you say 4.
Sorry, whānau, we just dropped out there. We had a few technical difficulties, but we're back now. And we have just under a minute to play on our time, but we're down to the referee's time from here. It's been a strong performance from Whakarewarewa from in this first game. Rotoiti rebuilding, and hopefully you can get some keep these numbers and get the momentum carrying on from here. Standout players from Rotoiti from you, Rich.
Oh, you'd have to take your head off to Seth for being out there for the whole 80. Yeah, they've toiled Rotoiti, but yeah, Abe Title's carried hard and well all day. But Whakarewarewa were too classy today, right across the board. Here we go, wide again, Shaq Stone. Puts on a bit of razzle dazzle, Bernie Harty with the clean up. Jarden's in
That
there.
looked like a knock on to me,
Clean
but
up.
the ref was saying play on.
Keita's
Or
gone to
forward pass,
halfback.
I'm not too
Nere's
sure, one of
first
the two.
receiver. Is this Aaron boy, is it? Yep.
No arms tackle. The
Oh.
referee is reaching in. Unlucky for Seth, he has played an excellent game. In those minutes, he was going to play 80 minutes of this game. Hats off to you two, bro. Staying out there. Just coming into that tackle without any arms, leading in with the shoulder.
I know Seth, he wouldn't have had any intentions there to off foul play. He would have just got it wrong.
But that should have been a scrum to Rotoiti. There was a forward pass earlier on. Unfortunately, our referees missed that.
We're in referee's time now. The referee's the sole adjudicator of time. Whānau, we're 2 minutes overtime. Getting the bonus time. Can we pull out another try? Whakarewarewa. Yep, Pokoi is out there in the back line. Kita at first receiver.
Alec
Here we
Johnson
go.
with the take from that line out.
Beautiful
Strong up
take.
the front.
Medi G, outside break. Oh, forward.
Oh, that's
Oh.
a play on. We believe that was forward in the commentary
There it
box.
There it is.
But the referee is the only man out in the middle who has that whistle. So a couple of mistakes there, unfortunately, for Rotoiti that the ref missed.
Reckon more replay, whānau, of that foot. I know that great try, Pokohe. Medici with the offload, Pokohe step, and try time. Offload, and who's the score actually? 19.
Pokohe Sorensen
was
comes up
Pokohe?
with his first try for Whakarewarewa. No doubt there'll be many more to come over the season.
Jeez, he's looking fit, Pokohe. Another one that frequents the boxing rides.
I'd say that try probably was from when he used to flat with me, actually.
Oh,
I probably taught him a few things during that time.
Nutrition.
Oh, nutrition. Well, obviously.
Okay.
Body is a temple. Got to fuel the body.
52-3 whānau. Two more with the kick. Two more Cunningham to rub salt into the wound. And it goes to the left. Full
Yeah.
time.
A strong performance from Whakarewarewa, so well done to Whakarewarewa over Rotoiti.
Just last shout outs to our sponsors, whānau. Lighted Up AV, Ruck and More, Te Aue Kōtuku Consultancy, and One Foundation. What an awesome game, an awesome day for Rotorua Rugby banner round. Whakarewarewa 52, Rotoiti 3. We'll be right back, whānau. We're just going to find the captains and get some interviews with the captains and their breakdown of the game. We'll be right back.
Kia ora and welcome back. We have the Whakarewarewa captain here, Axel Honig. Just a few things. What went well for you today? That was a huge score. The first half was a little bit tight, but in the second half you guys sort of raced away with it. What were the words said at half time?
No, there wasn't much said. We knew if we sort of stuck to our game plan and just kept to what we know, we knew we'd sort of run away with it. But yeah, it was a game of two halves. They came out of the first half and sort of gave it to us, but we knew if we stuck in long enough that they'd end up breaking.
The win was about a 15-point win. So going into half time at only 7-3. What were the words like? How could you pick the boys up from there after what you've said? Anything else from the leaders in the team, the coaches? What was going on there?
No, everyone was sort of confident in what we could do, so we all sort of knew that, you know, like I said, if we stuck to it, we'd end up breaking them, and yeah, all the boys stuck to it, and yeah, we went out there and done it. It was good.
The Monday and Wednesday extra nights training, they really showed dividend today. Shout out to anyone for that.
Yeah, so we got a new trainer on this year, Xavier Martel. He was a former player for us, and does a bit of a PT and CrossFit training. So he's come on board this year and really helped us sort of getting ready before our first game and not sort of going in fresh and cold and trying to prevent injuries. So it's been good, awesome help.
Your first year as captain for Whakarewarewa coming back into Rotorua. Usually you would be out at Nongatawa, but you've made the decision to come here. Must have been a hard one with your whānau really pushing you to go back home.
Yeah, no, it definitely was a hard decision for me. Coming back from Dunedin, you know, that's sort of where my family and everything is out in Nongatawa, but yeah, made the choice to come out here with a couple of boys from school, and yeah, no, I've really enjoyed it out here. I think it's been a good decision, yeah.
And lastly, standout player for you today from either side?
Probably from our side, Matty Garland Skipworth. He was playing his 50th game today, and no, he was awesome. He really showed it. And Tuti Grant from us also. He's a new boy this year, and he played very well.
Yeah, I just want to second that on your the new players. They really stepped up today. Didn't look out of place and gelled right in the team. So yeah, just an awesome win today. All the best with the season. Hopefully we'll see you out there playing alongside each other. Cheers. Thank you, whānau. We'd just like to thank everyone, especially our sponsors for today, and we'll be back here live next week with the next game. Kia ora.